Rip. Yep. Greetings, everyone! Welcome to Children of Rath, the D&D 5e game set in the magic world of Dominaria.
Ooh.
We've got our normal cast of characters here, our crazy people.
I would like to object on that. None of us are normal.
I mean, we are all crazy.
Normal as in the regular group, rather than the actual normal. Thank you very much, Captain Correction.
It's got you there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's kind of better, gotta be honest. None of us are normal.
Mm-hmm. Regardless, though, last time, we were having events that were taking place in the kind of school time skip we were doing. And in that time period, Claude decided to explore all the remaining unlocked rooms in the house. That included finding one filled with evil wizard.
Evil wizard who has transformed himself into kind of evil wizard Gollum dude.
Yes.
Shitty evil wizard.
Mm-hmm.
Phyrexian evil wizard.
There you go.
Wow, Phyrexian knockoff evil wizard.
Phyrexian. I like Phyrexian knockoff as a thing.
Still shitty.
Phyrexian knockoff. When you just can't get real Phyrexians.
They sell Phyrexian knockoffs at fucking like Central Park or whatever. Times Square, that's the word.
But yes. So you ended up going to the school and asking around, and you're getting some help that's being called in through the dean. She's sending out for some assistance. She knows a few folks that might be able to help you with your issue of wizard trap down there. They're also sending a couple of folks from the college to maybe reinforce the door to help prevent it being opened up and the said person being let loose. Because it sounds like they're very dangerous, and direct confrontation in a small enclosed area seems bad.
Also, there's a giant Claude in the basement at the moment, squeezing and to keep the door
shut. That doesn't do anything.
This is also after Kaz accidentally set off a weapon of mass destruction.
Right yes, and
also the door might open in rather than out.
Yeah. Anyway, you squeezing in that area causes your body to break. Take like all your hit points of damage. You don't fit there.
You said I could last time.
It was comical last time. I'm saying it's not actually true. It was a joke.
It's a goof, a gag, a shenanigan.
It's a 5-foot corridor, and you're like a 20-foot tall thing. You don't fit.
Monkey shine.
5-foot corridor?
5 by 5 by probably not even 10. It's probably by like 7 or something.
Yeah, that kind of wouldn't work.
Yeah. The squares on the map I provided for you are accurate. Technically.
The turret is there, and that can fit.
Yes.
I'm hanging out with the turret.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. The joke joke Claude doesn't need to be there. Real Claude could be there. Okay,
This is also after we set off a weapon of mass destruction.
You did set off a weapon of mass destruction. In a bag of holding.
I got a new bag now, so it's fine.
That's good.
I don't know if
Kazzy's got a brand new bag.
Who's all 6 months did we go through? We went through Claude's.
That's it.
That's really it? I thought we went through a chunk of Kaz's, didn't we? Maybe?
No, we were
doing the house stuff.
We discussed fixing up the boathouse. Didn't actually get to it, and I also didn't get to my fun romantic tryst at college that will result with a Kraken wingman.
You're gonna get it on with a Kraken?
No.
No,
Kraken's the
Kraken's
wing
gonna be
person.
my wingman.
Oh.
Slit the Carthrill King will help me seduce someone.
I think it'd be funnier if you hooked up with Slither.
Of course it will be funnier, and if this was a romantic comedy, that's exactly what would end up happening.
It's like you hear the noise, and then in your mind you hear, "Let me take a step away. I will use the restroom and be back soon."
I love Sithna Carthel King.
And you're like at a balcony, so you just see like the Kraken just slide slightly off to the side.
He deserves good things, Sithna Carthel King.
Did we... I don't think we did anything for Carrie or Max, did we? We talked a little bit about it, but we really got through pretty much Claude's stuff, and we kind of talked about everybody else's, I believe. Correct?
We just spent the whole session dealing with locked doors.
Yeah, pretty much I ended up stealing everyone for my doors.
Yeah. Okay. Why don't we say it's going to be a little bit of time before the door resolution comes to a head at this point in time. That part of everything is going to lead to a number of professors coming in and taking care of that. Are you showing anybody else anything else that is in your building at this point in time? Or are you sticking to the Evil Wizard for now and leaving the other stuff until Evil Wizard is taken care of?
Kazran's of the opinion we should show the people at the college everything, because we don't know what we're doing.
I would say let's get rid of the Evil Wizard first, and then let them know about the rest of the stuff.
Yeah, there's some things that people know about. I mentioned the witch. I did not give details about it. The headmaster also knows about the gate. And I told the guy I'm TAing for, I can't remember his name, but he's hot.
Joda.
I told him most things.
Yeah.
And he was just completely nonplussed about the whole situation.
Because it's Joda, and that's his actual modus operandi according to magic lore. He's very nonchalant and like, I guess I could get involved. Maybe.
Yeah, so he's not going to get involved like at all.
He's going to pretend to get involved. Wait till it gets solved, and then be like, shoot, I intended to help. Good thing
he said he'd get involved if it becomes an active problem.
You also learned he's the one who created the zoo.
Yes, that's true.
He helped develop the magic that is being used in the zoo.
And I offered to show him, and he said no.
Yeah, he's like, no, it's just nice to hear that it's actually functioning. Great. Okay. So, we kind of will then... Let's try to resolve some of the other stuff with some of the other people right now of the time skip before we go into the chunk of resolving the stuff that Claude did. Because we were saying that was over the time period. You know, Claude would check out
one day.
Yeah. It's like, it's like, I guess after the first couple of rooms, everybody was like, hey, Claude, when you decide to open a room, get the rest of us, you know? And so that's why you could kind of do that. And kind of went for a room at a time, spent some time in between, you know, to clear some classes. Carrie, what was your entire goals for that 6-month period? Let's ask you.
Gonna be honest, I don't remember what I wrote down.
I can look. Oh, wait. We have the paper. We have the paper.
That's where I was going. I was going to the paper.
The plans for school.
We have the power.
Let's see here. Fix up the sunroom to make it a very good one. Add a library to the house.
Start adding to the library. There is a library, but, you know.
Also, you were studying the witch, meeting new people, spending time with friends. Okay. I mean, some of the basics here I can go over. You could definitely fix up the sunroom and make it into, effectively, a bedroom. That's not difficult. It's just changing the furnishing around. There was a bit of light furnishing in there, adding new furnishing, installing some other things, you know, curtains and stuff. That's easy. Adding to the library also could be done. There's probably bookstores in a number of the villages. You can travel to the various ones. You can purchase some books if you want to. Just let me know like how much you'd want to spend on purchasing books. Spending time with friends. Easy enough as it is. You can probably, on their various things that they're doing, you could spend some time with them. There's plenty of time for that. And going to the local taverns and meeting people. Also very easy to do. Now, the thing about playing around with the witch lady. I want you to... So you'll learn a few things from her. This is definitely true. You'll begin to learn the essence of attempts at mana manipulation, as an offset to general spell casting. As it was said, because of your nature on the demonic side, you have a general easier time with something like mana manipulation, direct mana manipulation, than, let's say, other races would be. Most, like, humans, goblins, elves, they have varying degrees of it, and certain individuals are better suited for it. You got a little bit of a one-up there on the rest of them. And you'll learn how to do it. I will let you know that. Summoning. You can learn some of the basics of using that for summoning. Great. You'll spend some time with her, and you will definitely get the idea that she really just wants you to let her go. She's done a lot for you. She's very nice.
Yeah, but it's not just up to me.
But it should be.
But it's not.
You've spent all that time with her. Weeks with her.
You telling me I need to make a save of some sort to not release the witch?
I'm not going to make you make a save. But I'll allow it to be what would... She's obviously not a good person, but you definitely get the feeling that she's not as horrible as Kaz probably felt to begin with. It's more that you can recognize that she's definitely not a normal humanoid. Whatever she is, you're not sure. Obviously, whatever happened to her when she came here has had an adverse effect on her. Another thing that you will notice that she talks about, the way she speaks, you think that she might have been able to fly at some point in time. And perhaps coming here, she lost her wings. You're not sure what kind of wings they were. But that doesn't really tell you a lot. Humanoids with wings exist out there.
I can't judge. My wings are fucking bat wings, so...
Exactly. Now, they're not bat wings, they're demon wings. That sounds worse.
They're bat demon wings.
Leathery, fleshy, black, oozes evil at every turn. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Usual.
You know.
That old regular chestnut of doom.
Can I make an insight? It's not gonna work because my insight's horrible. But can I make an insight to see if like she'd like destroy the world if I let her go?
Sure.
It's not gonna work, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Yeah, no.
Even after all of your insights into her, you're fairly certain, even from learning from her, more than likely she probably wouldn't be power enough to destroy the world. You don't sense that kind of danger from her at all. That's one of those things about it. Could she be dangerous to other people? Possibly. But dangerous to other people and dangerous to the world are two different things entirely.
I mean, we're all dangerous to other people. Some of us are dangerous to the world, you know, like Kaz and Carrie.
Rude. I've never done anything wrong ever.
You literally almost set off a doomsday device.
Never done anything wrong.
All because you asked me, hey, should I hit the button? And I said yes.
You should have said cast identify first. Honestly, it's all your fault.
I have the impulse control of a peanut.
And that's your problem, not mine. Clearly the doomsday device was not Kazran's fault.
Don't ask the person with no impulse control.
Don't ask the person who's literally talking to a witch and learning from a
Kaz doesn't
witch.
know about that.
Mm-hmm.
It's true, nobody really knows about that. Would she answer me if I asked her what she was planning to do if I let her go?
You don't know.
What? But, like, if I literally ask her, hey, what are you gonna do if I let you go? Well, she answers, my thing. Like, if I bring it up in casual conversation, just like, so what would you do if I let you go?
It's obviously that I can't return home. Probably find some small corner of the world to practice my craft. Maybe find out if I can fix myself a little bit. To undo what was done to me would be difficult, but it may be possible with the right bits of study and work.
God, I do want to release her, though, but I have a feeling that I would...
I don't know if I'd be ever whole, though, dearie, unfortunately. I may never be back to the full being that I was, but something may be closer to it. Oh, I've been trapped here for so long, and in so much pain. So much pain! It almost drives you a little mad. It's been lucky that I've been using my experiments to keep some level of sanity, you know? And dearie, you've been such a great student, a great apprentice to me. Truly, perhaps I should teach you some of my craft. Some little tricks that I know. You might be able to master them. Not all of them, but some of them. So I have a quite buckish nature. It's inbred into me. And, in my youth, I learned quite a few things that manipulated black mana in certain ways to cause little tricks. Little pranks that you could have on another.
Pranks are fun. Pranks are typically pretty good. Although the last time we got into a prank war, I'm pretty sure at least 2 people almost died.
Well, how about... This is one. She's gonna pick up a piece of fruit, kind of hold it up and be like, now, watch what I do when I manipulate the black mana into this. This is a little difficult to do, but you've got to be subtle about it. You see, what I'm doing here is creating a little bit of a curse, but a temporary one. Now, I'm not meaning to be cruel. I've heard stories that something similar to this was used on others for something a little bit more cruel, but I wouldn't take a bite of it, dearie. As she's going to put it in your hand. Give it to someone, allow them to eat it, and they will sleep for 2 days. You see? A little bit of puckishness. A little bit of prankishness. I have more of these tricks. Plenty more. This is a very simple one. A little bit of cursed fruit. Pinpricks. Papers that the writing just disappears from to only reappear later on.
Now, that one could be funny. I have a lot of friends who write a lot of important stuff down.
Little tricks that allow you to cause small items to appear in your hand. How about that one? Granted, at that point it's your choice to whether return it or not. But when someone goes looking for something that they just had a second ago, confusion, trickery, etc. Again, my youth was one of mischief. We all grow out of things to a degree, but you remember the mischief of our youth.
Well, you know I'll learn pretty much anything you have to teach me.
It's true. You've been a very good student.
It's the first time I've ever heard that in my life. Gonna give you that.
You know, your nature is an interesting one. You might be able to travel through that portal. The one I talked about. Your kin, the mnemonic ones, they have the ability to walk through that realm in between places.
Well, you've piqued my curiosity once again.
You didn't realize that, did you?
No, I kind of missed the whole learning how to be a demon part when we ran away from Urborg when I was like 6.
You see, demons are a manifestation opposite of, let's say, an angel. While an angel imbibes, let's say, all the good, I should kind of like pick up another piece of fruit, all that is whole, and the positive emotions of the intelligent races of a realm. That's their manifestation. On the other hand, I shall pick up another piece, and then as she holds it in her hand, it's actually going to rot away. Demons are the manifestation of everything that is dark. While angels traditionally manifest through direct result of the white mana of a plane, demons are more unique. You see, they are formed from all the torment that is lost to the place between places. Then the black mana of a place draws them forth to summon them. So their births are more unique. They're not protectors of people. They're destroyers, bringers of pain and torment. Granted, some are more benevolent to their servants than others, but there's always a bit of cruelty in them. I see it in you, though you control it well. It's perhaps the human side of you. But because they manifest from between everything, it means that they can exist there. They could travel between places, if they're strong enough. I would love to find my home again. I don't know if I could go back there, not in my state, not with the magics that are on me. But it would be wonderful to see the fresh fields, the pungent swamps. Ever bright, ever dark, a twisted land of two that I so adore. I miss it so. Well, dear.
Does your home have a name?
It has many names, and that's the problem. Does your lands have many names?
I mean, I always call Urborg that piece of shit back home, but...
But it's just one of many names of many places.
What did you call it, other than home?
I did not call it many names, unfortunately. I always talked about my true home there. It was a wonderful grove, shimmering place. Glen Elendra. Place of true magic. A wellspring of blue and black mana. We had a mighty queen there, who watched over all of our people. I was in the court, for I was torn away from my home, my position, my people. Tattered. Hurt. So badly. Our queen protected us from the powerful dangers of the world that we were in. Be it times of peace or death. Her magics protected us all. I miss it so. I'm sorry, but we should talk no more of this. There are dark things about at all times, and you must know when to see them, to recognize dangers, be them from sources of light or sources of darkness. The springs, the trees, the mountains. Especially with your nature. On my home, my nature was normal. Yours is unusual here, and I feel sorry for you, my student.
Teach me whatever you're willing.
Okay. So you will continue to learn from her. And you will be plagued by thoughts. Should you free her? Should you wait? It's a choice.
God fucking damn it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to, but I feel like the entire party would probably be mad at me.
Bro, you're being like hella manipulated right now.
Your point? I am very easily manipulated. Very easily manipulated, low impulse control.
Very true on both.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I will say for Kaz, by the time we're getting into resolution of Claude stuff, you will. We can say you fixed up the boathouse, and if you want to be building a boat, you could be in the middle of doing that.
I would like to be building a boat because we need some way to get between places that isn't just paying people who have a boat.
Exactly.
It'd be nice if we just had like, even just like a fucking schooner ass small ship that the party and all of our fun NPCs can pilot and,
yeah,
you know, make and crew and make work. I don't need a brig or a galleon or anything.
Yeah.
I know a lot of boat terms.
So, let's go to Max, because there's something that we need to do that's coming up before the horrible wizard in the basement. You got a wedding on the agenda, or was that after the horrible wizard? Did we
Could
write?
be before, could be after.
It could be either.
How about
It could be
could
during.
be before?
We can make it before.
All right, yeah, just get that out of the way.
All right. Is there anything else you want to do during this time other than have a wedding?
Yes, actually, I wanted to. Is there like band geeks or like a music school within this place? I want to get the band ready.
You can get the band ready, sure.
Okay.
Unfortunately, they all played the organ.
No.
I'd also like to get our party members who know how to play music to help with this, if they're willing to.
Again, only pyrotechnics.
Well, you got bongos on the turrets. I'm gonna make you do that.
Did I agree to that?
You didn't. Well, if you can get the lighting for it, that's what I care about too.
Look, I can absolutely handle lightings and pyrotechnics. Literally, that's a spell that I have. It's the most recent one I cast.
Phenomenal. I can help out with prestidigitation.
Fuck yeah, bro.
So yeah, I just want to get the band geeks to help out, along with, I guess, tuning my own skills for the next however many time period we have.
I guess I can play my pan flute. I also gotta get you get a bachelor party going for you.
Yeah. So.
Oh, I don't want to do that though.
What's Max's surprise bachelor party that he doesn't want, but he's going to have?
On in female form.
That I can get behind.
Mm-hmm.
Damn you all.
I'm the entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
We'll invite Kinky Boy too.
Who?
Sith MacArthur King?
Yeah.
Okay.
Take it
Seems
off.
like a Chad. So.
Strip down.
I love Sith MacArthur King. That was hilarious.
Anyway, so yeah, we'll say there's some kind of bachelor celebration. You do some wedding planning. Did you have an idea of what you want to do for the wedding? Because if not, I can put together something.
Surprise me. I didn't have much for it.
So, it'll be arranged for an event that will be taking place down at the beach. With a little bit of the sensibilities of what you would call like a traditional kind of wedding, where there's people assembled to, you know, watch and someone officiates. Latula will actually call upon another merfolk that is studying at the academy here. This one tends to be, you don't really see them around, because unlike Latula, who is a warlock with a special ability to basically fins to feet, specifically from her patron, he's just a normal warlock, like a wizard merfolk. Can't do that. You know, she learned a specific ability for her patron to travel onto land to, like, you know, spread the words of her goddess, kind of, you know?
Very impressive.
Mm-hmm. But the idea will be that, like, the actual event will take place in the waves at low tide. Like, where the actual officiation will take place at. With the merfolk wizard, who turns out to actually be someone a little older, who's been studying at the college for years. He's past kind of student level. He's on to that kind of stealth study, but still at the college, because Talaria, it's an academy, and it just keeps its people on, you know, as long as they want to stay on and study after you've done your classes. And you could always take more classes, because wizards be like that. You're always learning something new. You're always wizarding.
So I have a question: is Max's wedding outfit a swim trunks and a tuxedo top?
I refuse to take off my traditional family heirloom.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Even for this occasion.
isn't your like family heirloom clothes at least like a little fancy?
Yeah, it is. I mean, my family was like aristocrats, so kind of pans
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. So, she'll have this kind of, like, interesting, like, she'll appear in her full merfolk form for the event. With a kind of, like, elegant, almost gown-like top that would be seemingly made of the materials that you knew about from when you were down in Vidalia. It looks as though it's almost like kind of like transparent, and even outside of the water it seems to always constantly flow as if it is under the waves, you know, and it kind of almost flows with the waves that are crashing into you during that time, and it kind of almost forms like a little bit of like a dress at the bottom, where her kind of tail goes out of it. The rest of the people will be kind of set up with actual, like, it looks like carved stone chair or seats that are placed all around the beach. So they're very simplistic, almost like small pillars or something that are set up. There's something akin to what appears to be like a luau set up then on the beach for food and drinks and stuff, which is taking a little bit of, like, Latula told you that's a little bit of influence from some of her own culture's ways of having a celebration post-wedding, combined with some of the things that she's learned on her various travels to do with that, and some things she read up with, especially from, like, some of these more tropical areas and stuff that, like, Talaria is in, where it's a little bit warmer all year round. The event will be a very beautiful one. There will be the band you got back together will be performing, save for your friends who are part of like the wedding party, you know. So like the rest of the, you know, random band people that are going to be out and about doing their things, you know, being like, you know, performing some very beautiful music. You taught them a couple of melodies you thought would be great for the wedding, that kind of thing. There'll kind of be this kind of wreath of like looks like sea plants and land flowers that'll be kind of be held by Radiant. The officiator will kind of the officiator will talk in such a way that it seems as though they have a specific way of talking about this. It's the fact that, like, you know, how do I describe this? The idea that a person of the sea and a person of the land might get together. That's the way that they're going to talk about this. That, like, you know, everything is connected in the world. All the seas are connected, and which connects all the lands together, so everybody is of one people kind of thing. It's a very nice and moving speech that probably not many people would actually, like, go for, you know, that kind of, you know, your one world theory. Given the example that, you know, things like half-elves are incredibly rare and stuff like that for various reasons, and other combination breeds tend to be rare. Still, nonetheless, it'll be a very beautiful, moving ceremony. Who's all attending it?
Well, I think I'm the best man.
Yeah.
How many... Are we able to, like, send letters or anything, like, people we've met along the way?
Sure.
Okay.
We can say you give them about a month's time.
Okay, I want to send a letter to the Ordnance guy.
Mm-hmm.
I want him to help perform.
Okay, sure.
What other musical people have we met? What about the skunks? Let's try to get them. Yeah,
Skunks.
I want to invite them.
Fucking the goddamn skunk.
Who else has helped us musically?
The skunks will be, you know, doing their dance in the background. Yeah. You know,
I have to send one to Nim. He's like one of our best friends.
You know what? And yeah.
I don't know if he'll make it, but
I think like session 2 or 3, y'all performed with a band in a bar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, randomly, yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For
We had a
some money.
few random bars for money, but I don't know about trying to contact. Hey, we played with you once. Want to come to my wedding?
We should invite Wintress's family. For
Sure.
the very sake of that really hot brother that Kaz wanted to get to know.
We had fun. That's what the role ultimately ended up being, is that brother and Kaz had fun. I don't think they had sex, but they had fun.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, we could get your mistress.
what?
The hot
The-
elf lady?
The hot elf lady.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much longer Claude's going to be around with our journey getting closer to the end, so...
Mm-hmm. So we have Carrie's family, some people from Nim's home village. You know what? With a month's time, Nim will not show up, but he will send a message to you, and what he calls a wedding gift. Along with that message, he's like, unfortunately, I can't break away right now. My negotiations are going well. It's at a crucial time that I would love to be there for it. You can see him, Maxwell. I would love to be there for your event, but unfortunately, I can't make it. Shame. But
This was a letter he sent, or he's talking through the stone?
Like, it's a letter he sent, you know, along with a gift. So I'm doing it in his voice, you know. Shame that I will be unable to attend, and I hope the best for two of you. And when I meet you both again, hopefully you'll have found some more of the happiness that you deserve so quite well. I hope this little gift here, will do wonders for you. It's, something I picked up that, I don't know necessarily if it would work, but you can try it out. Trust me, just experiment and we'll find out what happens.
What is this thing?
It seems to be a set of strange bracelets.
Friendship bracelets. Gotcha.
The only instructions with the bracelets are, it gives a keyword to activate them. It says, wear your mask when you are wearing it, one of them, and have Latula wear the other one. And it warns, may be intense for both of you.
Okay, so this is clearly a magical item then.
Yes.
You said this revolves around a keyword?
It has a keyword to activate it. Once two people are wearing it. It's meant to be worn by the two different people. A keyword activates it. And according to Nim, all he knows is that it can be activated approximately once a year.
I'm debating whether to do this in public or in private.
I'd say private just to be safe.
Mm-hmm.
Private.
And
Yeah, do
post-wedding.
it privately to be safe. Because public could be bad.
Mm-hmm.
Could be really weird.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that's Nim.
knew!
Thanks for the heads up.
Uh-huh.
All right, I pocket Nim's letter and gift in my sleeves or something.
I guess Ordnance guy will show up. He'd be like, call for the good music.
It is a pleasure to see you here, sir. I'm going to require your assistance with music.
Ordnance best music in the world.
It sure is. And my lute will fancily complement that.
Getting married, not looting.
I kind of brush off that last comment. Did the skunks show up?
Yes.
Sweet.
It's wonderful to see you all. Right, girls? Do
I'm very honored that you took time to venture out to this. I'm sure you're excited to
God.
help
Oh
play
my
some
god,
music.
he's your wedding singer. You hired a wedding singer, a bunch of musicians, and a bunch of background dancers for your wedding.
You got a hell of a wedding band.
How much does all this cost? Or are they just helping out?
I mean...
We'll give them a tour of the zoo, and that'll be their compensation.
Sure, that'll be pretty cool. That'd be neat.
All right. Do you guys have...
the zoo
Are there
makes
any other
money for us.
NPCs that y'all want to invite? I can't think of anyone else.
Good question. You've met plenty of people along the way, but it's a question of who would be good to invite to a wedding.
Who is
Yeah.
friendly to us?
I mean,
Oh,
there was
wait.
there was the queen of my people.
Mm-hmm.
Queen of your people.
The
Shapeshifters.
lady with like the
Oh,
multi-
the silver people. Yeah, we can invite them. Why not?
I don't know if they'd come. They tend to chill just on that island, but we can
Yeah.
check.
You could try.
Sure. I write a very good penmanship letter.
Okay. There's a bunch of mysterious dogs at your wedding now.
Radical. That's tight. There was the crew of the Viashino crew of the ship that we
Oh
all met
yeah.
on. I don't know if that'd be a good idea. They are all sailors and lizard people.
What about the captain, or at least one of them?
We can try.
Okay,
There's
let's
also
invite them too.
king,
It might wreck
of the
shit,
Merfolk
but we can
people.
try.
So yeah, Crash, the captain of the
Yeah,
Ithurial, will
That
definitely
was
be...
his name.
Yeah. He's down for showing up at a wedding, and he's like, Talaria, I could do some business out that way.
What about the king of the Merfolk people?
Terrible idea, but I love it so much.
Oh yeah, they branded us though. I don't know if I really want them there.
They didn't brand
Well,
us. They
no, we
gave
were just not allowed to speak about their teleportation place, or
you spoke
we were in
about it.
trouble.
What about? Oh, I almost forgot the really friendly barkeep, the other Maxwell.
Mm-hmm.
from
Can I
Carrie
invite him?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I want to invite him. He was super cool.
You want to invite anybody from Benalia?
Who did we meet there?
Well, the admiral guy was kind of cool.
Yeah, the admiral guy was chill as fuck.
Yeah, let's bring him here. Were there any friendly angels aside from Radiant?
Radiant's angel mommy kind of thing?
Yeah, the Pope.
Yeah, the Pope.
She told us.
Invite the Pope to your wedding.
I mean, if she wants to visit.
How about the random dwarf we met?
I don't know about him. He seems kind of violent. Kind of racist, too. Okay, I think that's enough people. I want to get the show on the road already.
Okay.
You can invite the orcs whose village we burned down if you want.
Oh, God.
So, the following people will arrive at your wedding. Captain Crash and most of his crew, like Srius, Frunga, Grickert.
There was one more. You know that one time when we drove the wagon that wound up exploding, and I climbed up the cliff to talk to one of those giant dudes?
Yeah.
Can I invite that giant dude?
Sure.
Okay.
Rando giant dude, would you like to come to a wedding?
Maybe. So yeah, Captain Crash will show up definitely with his group. They'll be totally up. The Ordnance guy will show up, being carried there by Roverivium.
Oh no.
Who?
That's
The
the
dragon.
dragon.
So there's a giant dragon at your
Wait,
wedding.
the guy
Mountain?
we talked to with Nim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he cool? Like, I thought he was pissed at us.
He was a little mad at the world.
Oh, you could invite a prankster sand dragon too.
The sand dragon!
Yeah, that guy.
He was alright. Yeah, let's bring him here, too.
So there's 2 dragons
Sand
here.
dragon.
It's like the end of
They can
Undertale.
sit next to the Kraken.
Yeah. So yeah.
Your wedding has become like the event of the summer.
Yeah.
Do you want the? Oh, you want the one of the merchant families, the guy that had the submersible. What about him?
Yeah, he was cool. He helped us a lot.
We
Right?
ditched him underwater.
Hey, paper doesn't get too wet down there, right?
I mean, he had business down there, technically.
If I'm able to ask another merchant, wasn't that one Minotaur merchant in the Lava Fire Town?
Oh shit!
Yeah,
one of like the first NPCs ever. You
Yeah.
sold all to him.
Zigzrius, the Crystal Smith.
wait,
yeah.
No.
I never
no.
forget my NPCs.
Did you screw him over?
Yeah, we scammed the fuck out of him. We sold him a skull that we lied about being magical to. That skull is definitely not magical anymore. The enchantment is like hella worn off.
Oh.
We did that because we said, and I believe I quote, "We're never coming back here."
I'd
I'd be down to do it anyway.
You could invite Targ of Targ's Hats.
Oh, the hat dude. We bought some hats.
Another merchant? Yeah, sign me up.
Okay.
Get all the merchant buddies we talked to.
So probably, like some people from, Cherishini, the Knight Commander, I think is the one that, Carrie slept with. Morrowind will probably arrive with her. I mean, you'll have a bunch of folks which will show up from, all across the timeline of your adventures.
Food's going to be very expensive for this wedding.
Yeah.
Just feeding 2 dragons and a Kraken.
There'll also be, like, as everybody's kind of sitting down in their seats and kind of everybody's coming in, like people that invited to the wedding are showing up, people from the college. There's like this weird collection of people from like lots of places in Dominaria you visited. There's like a couple of dragons that figured out like, a way to get there. A Kraken who's in the waves back behind everything. So everybody's watching the thing in the waves and the Kraken's in the background.
You got to kiss the girl.
It's just like... That's really what translated psychically.
This is good. I'm on board with this. This is a cool ass wedding.
Yeah.
And then you got like they only have like a best man, best woman kind of thing for this. They only have like one of each of them. So like Claude is kind of there to present the first part of it, and they don't exchange rings with the Merfolk Society. What they do is they take like a length of seaweed and tie their two of their hands together. It's the left hand for the man and the right hand for the woman, which is presented by the kind of best man kind of form. So like this like length of like flattened seaweed that kind of ties them together, and then the woman who I guess Latula will actually ask Carrie to be her officiator.
The maid of honor.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how can I say no to fucking Latula?
Mm-hmm.
I assume Claude's best man.
Yes,
he just said that.
Now, there's part of this entire ceremony that they cannot do properly, unfortunately, for certain reasons on Maxwell's end. So instead, what it will be is normally what it would be is that each of them would then be from the female aficionado, which in this case would be Carrie. She would take a small blade and prick each of their thumbs, which they'd hold together. In this case, to make it work properly, it's going to be Latula will have the palm of her hand cut, and Maxwell will have the palm of his very bony hand scraped. So it's like you don't have blood, but you still have bone, and you can take a scratch across it, so that two of you can like symbolically mix then with the other hands.
Is this like a permanent scar on my hand, or like a temporary one?
I can fix that.
Up to you on that
You
one.
do have mending.
Do you want your wedding scar or not?
I don't want a scar.
Well, if you get a body, no one's
You gotta really dig into that bone for
inside.
that to happen. Yeah,
It's like a scrimshaw, you know. It's like
I'll do a little nick on the thing.
That's another reason to have Carrie there. She's got the strength to do it.
Oh, and
I'm
the
gonna
will.
not go for the
and
scar.
the will to do it.
It's just like I'm just gonna. God.
Absolutely the will to do it. You kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can Kaz?
Hi.
Can you give me a perception check to notice something?
Oh no. Okay. Oh, I'm proficient in that. Tight.
Mm-hmm. All right.
15.
So, while this is all going on, you will notice that kind of in the back, like you kind of take a look around while everybody's kind of piling in, kind of keep an eye out on things, just to like see like who showed up and things like that. You will notice someone who seems familiar. It's this man kind of dressed in like a kind of a very nice black outfit. And something seems familiar about him, but also something seems like a little bit unusual. He's accompanied by two other folks. Like he's like a very like pale-skinned human. Next to him is a very kind of swarthy human, who seems like a little bit like kind of like nervous about things, and it's kind of like just doesn't like feels like a little bit like out of place, like he doesn't feel like he should be there. And next to him is like a what looks to be like a golem of some kind. Like a small, like 6 foot tall, like golem that seems to be accompanying the two of them. It's not dressed up or anything. It just kind of like sits down next to them, as if it's maybe like a guard or a servant of some kind.
And we don't recognize these people?
Or I don't recognize these people, I
You
guess.
don't really recognize these people, no.
Yeah.
Again, like the royal family of the Merfolk is accompanied by a few people you don't recognize too, so it's like not like to say like the Elven cadre has a few members that are extra, things like that, so they might be related to another group. You're not sure.
There's
I
no way
ask
I
them?
can. Yeah, do you know? Does Maxwell know about this?
No, Max, the wedding is beginning. Basically, it's right at the beginning of everybody's piling in. There's music going, like, you know, Maxwell's like at front. You know, tradition. Unfortunately, tradition's got to be changed a little bit. Normally, rather than just one wait for the other and then the other come in, is both of them kind of swim in from opposite directions. So she just told you, because you're not great at swimming, you just wait there and she'll come swimming in.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Is the band currently playing music?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna summon both my mage hand and Bigby's hand.
Mhm.
I'm gonna look at both of them. I don't know if they're like sentient beings or they're like
No.
connected to me. They're not. Okay.
You control them directly. So like. When
Okay. I'm gonna pretend they're sentient just for the joke.
Mhm.
I look at both of them. I want you to play the best damn song of your life. I hand them my lute, and the hands both go up on stage to play with the musicians.
All right.
That's cool. That's cool as hell.
I will want you to give me a perform check this, but I will want disadvantage because Mage Hand is not as accurate as, let's say, you in the slightest.
Can I
Yeah.
bardic inspiration this?
Yes, you can.
Okay, you said performance with disadvantage.
Did you tell us you were doing this?
Probably not.
What'd I get?
A 13.
Damn, I got a 25 on the other one? What the fuck?
Yeah.
And I roll a d8, right?
I think you're a D8?
Or
I
no,
think it's a D10.
I'm on a
It's a
D10, yeah.
Yeah, D10 at this level.
Come on, 10.
Is that right?
Wait. No, that was wrong.
No,
That was
you
wrong.
put a
That was
1
wrong.
space D10, so
Yeah,
it
you don't
rolled
need a
one.
space.
Yeah, you just rolled a 1.
So just roll one.
Okay.
There
Damn,
you
let's
go.
21. Okay, so
Oh,
it's
God.
like even with this like very inaccuracy, like as you're waiting for Latula to come up, you're like manipulating them and adding like this level of your lute music to the music of everything going on. You know, as like this kind of group has assembled at the wedding, you know. Kaz, as I said, you kind of notice these people, and it's like just a little, like maybe like a few, like maybe 30 seconds before the wedding starts in earnest.
I have no way of like guessing what group they might be a part of or if they've showed up on their own.
I will tell you this much. The swarthy man, is certainly, you've only seen one group of people that are that dark-skinned from humans on your journeys. Doesn't mean there's not more other places. But it was the folks that you met in Erg Mirab, the desert.
Yeah, the desert.
Granted, it was some of the people in the caravan. It was also the mercenaries. So, I mean, like, it's... The desert-based people were that, like, kind of like that darker-skinned. You know there are darker-skinned people in other places in the world. You haven't really met them on your journeys, you know?
Yeah.
Like, Jamora, you really only met the people, those Minotaurs. Jamora, most of the people there are dark-skinned people on that entire continent.
Yeah.
You couldn't have invited the kobold merchant.
There was a kobold?
What is it?
Yeah, the kobold
was a
merchant
kobold
that
merchant.
Kaz was hitting
Yeah,
on.
technically, there was also the guy in charge of the caravan, too.
But trying to find the kobold merchant would be practically impossible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And also, it was never gonna work out. Dang, this is... I don't know what to do about this. I don't
Am I
have...
aware of it or no?
Can I make an insight check to see if they're, like, chill?
Sure.
Okay, I'm bad at insight.
Mm-hmm.
Guess not, damn! That's a crit. These folks cool?
The swarthy
Can they,
guy
like, hang?
seems to be in a bad mood.
Uh-oh.
Like, probably, like, maybe he doesn't want to be there, or he just doesn't like what's going on for whatever reason, you know. He seems to be in a definite bad mood. He's easy to read. Like, you know, his outfit doesn't like is a pretty nice outfit, but it is still like a little bit like it doesn't seem to fit with his style. Definitely, he seems to be very unhappy about whatever the hell he's wearing, you know, but he's putting up with it, kind of thing, you know. The other man is just kind of like giving this really wry smile and like kind of like just enjoying the show, and you just don't get a good feeling from him. You don't know if it's necessarily like dangerous, but like, you know, it's just kind of like he seems a little creepy.
Okay.
The one in the black suit.
Yeah. Well, people who wear just like black suits are rarely chill people.
Mm-hmm. You'll
Is Maxwell
also notice
on this
something
wall,
else.
or
You'll also notice something else that is kind of unusual. The golem that's accompanying them, like, as it's sitting there for a minute, like, like you kind of stare at them for, like, you know, 10, 20 seconds. You'll notice that it's not, like, quite sitting still.
Huh.
The golem seemed like it was fidgeting a little bit.
Now, I don't want to cause a big scene and ruin my good friend Maxwell's wedding. Because it's your wedding.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, rather than cause a whole big thing, gonna probably call Alatar to help me.
Mm-hmm.
He's also a big cool golem with like swords on his arms and some shit.
Yeah.
And I'll just calmly go over to them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll say, I'm sorry, this event is invitation only.
Oh, we got an invitation.
Can I see your invitation?
We came here with the Ithurial crew.
All right, we did invite them, that's true. How, in that case, what, well, you know what? That's actually great. I used to serve on the Ithurial. What are your positions?
Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm the new owner of the Ithurial. Hence why, if they were coming to this event, I wanted to come along, so apologies for partially crashing the party.
I just feel like that should have been mentioned on the RSVP personally. You know? Well, in that case...
Ryan. Nice to meet you.
Ryan, you say?
Ryan.
Okay, I'm making a note of this. This makes me nervous because of the last time we were on the Ithurial and had a person whose name also started with Rye and ended with N and was a dick.
Ryan Dûl, businessman extraordinaire. There's his name, Ryan Dûl.
I wonder if that's an anagram of something.
Well,
this is my associate, Dalian, and my personal golem, Grell. Apologies that if we're not necessarily invited here, but again, you're old friends. Since I've invested in their shipping line, I'm hoping to make a merchant line between many different places throughout the region. All the great investments. And buying up the ownership of a number of ships for a good price. Your captain was okay with losing ownership for a good profit and keep on his job, keep doing what he's doing. I just occasionally give him suggestions on where to ship to next. The right business moves.
well, I'm sure the groom would have plenty to talk with you after the ceremony is concluded. Don't want to cause any sort of trouble, of course.
Oh, never. I think the ceremony's beginning. I guess you should take a seat.
I intend to. Why don't you take a step back in that regard and just enjoy the ceremony?
I'll just keep to my seat. Nice to meet you, Mr. Kaz, was it?
Indeed it is. I will walk back, but I'll advise Alatar to keep an eye on them. Not to, like, attack them or anything, you know.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Alright. Why don't we take our first break here, because we're about an hour into our adventures, as the main parts of the wedding take place here. As you've gathered an interesting cast of characters, got some old friends together.
Some possible threats.
Possible. Maybe not. You don't know. But if you need a drink, snack, or bathroom break, go ahead and take them, and we're back in a few minutes. We're not in Pog form. Why would we be in Pog form? That's Alf. We're not Alf. Anyway, welcome back, everybody.
Yay!
That's my statement as we come back in. We're not Alf.
I'm Alf.
I will never be Alf. That's my
I'll be
promise
Alf.
to you.
So,
Presidential candidate.
Kaz has a small conversation with someone who's here at the wedding that he didn't recognize, and the wedding begins in earnest. It's an emotional time filled with, like, you know, a very, like, romantic speech by the officiator. The ritual goes along very well with each of you being able to give, like, a, if you want a speech on, like, you know, your love for the other. I will let you have the option, Maxwell, of saying that, or just saying that you gave a good speech if you don't want to, you know, express it.
I feel like I should express it, but, like...
It's a wedding speech on the fly is kind of difficult. I will not argue against you wanting to skip over a wedding speech on the fly.
I'm gonna be the diplomat. I'm gonna ask the party. What do you think? Do you guys think I should like try one?
Do it, man. Improv the hell out of that speech.
Joe, what did you say?
Love. True love.
Mads.
Knowledge is what brings us together today.
Okay. Improv wedding speech. Latula, I know that our circumstances for meeting were not the most traditional, but I knew from the moment I met you that you would be one of the kindest and most sweethearted people I've ever met in my many years of existence. I'm honored to have been a part of your life, and I'm very honored that you will be a part of mine. May this marriage end in true beauty, like yourself.
Yeah, and she'll respond in kind with a similar speech that'd be like, Maxwell, just like me, both of us have suffered from a lack of what others would call beauty in the general populations of where we came from. Shunned for various reasons, not of our own fault, of circumstances in our life, of our births. But you looked deep into me and saw a beauty that I didn't even know I had, and I could see the beauty in you. You are more beautiful, more handsome than any man I have ever met. You're kind, caring, a little foolish at times, but you always try the best, even when you make mistakes. You try to make up for them, and do what is right. You are one of the best I have ever met in my life, and I would be proud to spend whatever years the two of us have together, until whatever end may come upon us, that we can enjoy ourselves and find a happiness that we might not have had on our own. I will gladly be by your side for forever. And with it, the wedding will have its officiation. There will be the traditional ceremonies of the Merfolk, along with a kiss at the end. And of course, there will be cheering from the crowds. Yeah, probably some grumbling from somebody like a giant dragon that's like, fine wedding. Fine wedding. There'll be some clapping, you know, there'll be like cheering, stuff like that, as like the ceremony was done right at the cusp of low tide, so it was when the tide was going out and it started coming back in on you, so you could feel like as if the waves were, you know, pushing you together, almost a thing. It was kind of like a beautiful symbolic thing. And then everybody kind of settles down to the big old party. There's kind of a luau style of food with a bunch of dishes which are apparently inspired by Vidalian Merfolk cooking. Some stuff from the locals, along with some stuff that apparently was requested by Latula from various places that you've been along the way. Various dishes from places that you visited together. So you've got some like Banalian dishes, some Lanoir dishes, things like that. So it's a very multicultural meal, and it's really nice and kind of laid out. And of course, there's a couple of casks of ale and a couple of like wine barrels, you know, that are for supply that can be tapped and let for everybody to have, you know, things like that that were gotten in for the wedding. So, I guess you're all partying unless there's something you want to do other than that at the wedding. There's music going on, you know. I gotta. Sorry, I gotta look up what's his face's name and the Skunkettes. What's his first name? Oh, it was Ted. Ted's gonna be putting on like like singing with the Skunkettes in the background as the music's going, you know. True love is all around you all the time. Hey!
The moment for that first lap dance.
The Skunkettes are doing.
Yeah, y'all did meet in a strip club.
True.
All meet in a strip club.
All the more reason why I wanted the good lighting.
Are you telling me that's not where love starts?
Apparently it is. I
There's
wouldn't
no
know. I've
love
never
in
been to a strip
room.
club.
I'm gonna guess 95% chance if Lindsay was here, Wintress would be up with the Skunkettes dancing.
Probably.
Probably. So I'm gonna guess that's what's going on there. But yeah, there's a performance going on. There's a lot of music, dancing, food, drink. It's all very good time. And there will be a couple of gifts that will be presented to the wedding couple. Of course, Nim had sent his gift ahead of time. The king of the Merfolk, or the emperor of the Merfolk, will kind of approach you, and you know, they'll be like kind of like hanging out like a little farther away, like kind of in the surf, you know, kind of like wandering on shore to like grab stuff and you know, having a servant wander on shore to grab stuff or like something to help them back, so they don't have to worry about being like too out of the water and stuff like that. They kind of got like a set up in like a tide area that was made specifically sort of so like surf doesn't really come in very heavily in that kind of area. It's like a little tide pool area, so it's really nice. And he will present a gift of you that, should you want it, in one of the territories, there's a small house that can be used by you or your compatriots in one of the northern Vidalian territories. Small city, not a big one, not a major one, but a nice little place that they'll be building there. That'll be available.
Hey, you could go there for your
Honeymoon.
honeymoon. Thank you. My brain died.
Honeymoon under the sea. You could.
Only if it comes to singing crab.
The Ordnance guy whose name God escapes me now. I'd have to like look it up and like find it in amongst my notes.
I don't know if he ever or you know, he did give us a name. I have no idea what it was.
It could have been. Wait.
Just name him like Jeff or something.
Jethro.
Jethro Tull.
Mm-hmm.
Could have been Gaunther.
That actually feels right.
Here you go. Extra ordnance. For me and the dragon. Nice wedding.
Thank you. Glad to.
He's gonna leave after that. He's not gonna say anything. He's just gonna like give it to you and like leave.
I'll tip my hat. Yeah.
Let's see here. Who else did you have? The ship's captain. He will give you as a wedding gift, a brass bell. He's like, this bell here. Well, when we got a chance to fix up the ship a bit just a while ago after you had been upon it, and we got a new bell, a little bit of better one. This is the old one back from when you were sailing upon it. It's not the first bell from the ship, but it's like we've had a few of them over the years. But you know, I put this one in storage. Didn't know what to do with it, but I figured since this was where you seemingly began an adventure and met a lot of your friends here who have obviously changed your life a lot. Thought this would be symbolic for you.
It looks beautiful. Thank you.
Aye. So you got the ship spell of the Ithurial from back when you were aboard it.
Huh.
Kaz,
Do we put this in the group inventory, or is this a personal effect?
You can put it. Well, your choice. If you want to put it in group inventory or keep it for your.
This is a. Put it in the house. I'll hold on to it as a personal effect.
Okay. Perfectly fine. Let's see here. Iron Vance will give you a gift. He's just gonna give you a gift of like. He's like, look, I'm not great at gifts, so I just wanted to give something that I thought would be practical. Here you go. Maybe use it on some of the expenses here. It's 50 gold. He's just gonna give you some cash.
Tight.
I'll take it. Now I got 1,055 gold.
I mean, probably have to spend some on the wedding here, I'm just saying, but that's besides the point.
Yeah.
We'll say the 50 gold covers the expenses, so you don't have to do any math.
Pretty cheap wedding if that's the case. Hold on.
No, 50 gold's like $500.
Oh, is it? Most weddings are more than 500
That's still a
bucks.
cheap
though.
wedding.
Yeah, like
I fabricated.
whatever. That we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
I guess.
You'll get a nice hat from Targ. Get a nice hat from Targ.
Is it a magnificent hat?
It's a very magnificent hat. Let's see here. I'm trying to it's like I'm also like looking back in my notes to figure out like who you invited, who would be there, and what time you talk to them. So, the elves. What would they give you? Huh. I don't think the elves of Lanoir. I mean, possibly.
A tree.
A tree. Yeah.
You know what? From one of our sister elf hames, we granted this gift. Since you do seem to acquire unusual pets with the Kavu you got, we thought you would enjoy this one. Here you go. It's this strange-looking lizard creature that looks it is a young allosaur.
You got a fucking dinosaur.
I got a tiny baby dinosaur?
Yes.
That shit's gonna be like 30 feet tall, bro.
How tall is this thing?
It's an allosaur. It's gonna be like 30 feet tall and beat
Let me see.
This is the cutest creature I've ever seen in my life.
And
we get to just keep this?
It's probably like small sized now, so it's like the size of Kaz at the moment.
Okay. Okay, so
Aw.
it only gets up to 16 and a half feet tall, but 38 feet long.
I'm sure this will get along well with their lizard puppy.
I don't. Maybe. The answer is maybe on that one. Let's see here.
That's rad as hell. You got a fucking dinosaur as a
Does he have a name, or was that the name of the species?
Yeah, it's the name of the species. You name it. It's an allosaur. Figure out a name for it. You got a baby dinosaur.
I'll think about that in a bit.
Yeah.
It's so cute.
They make excellent mounts. At least our brethren in the fellow Elfane that use them. Use them for such. Train it properly, and it will be at your side. Be careful, though. It does require much meat to survive.
I'm sure we can find some food.
Mm-hmm. Carrie's family. Carrie, what would your family give as a gift?
I mean, Carrie's older sister's a tailor. Maybe some, like, nice clothes?
Sure.
Tight-ass coat.
A tight-ass coat that goes along with his
Yeah,
normal
fucking
outfit.
a nice coat.
That goes
Like,
along with the
matches
hat.
the aesthetic.
That goes along with the hat and matches his normal aesthetic, yeah. Remember those clothes he had?
Yeah.
Can you make a coat that matches that? And she's probably like, yes.
Yes, I can.
Oh. The Angel Pope will probably give you something, because you have the Angel Pope there.
The Angel Pope showed up?
Sure.
Awesome.
I'm gonna start inviting the Pope places.
I mean, it's a wedding.
Hey, you want to come to our soiree?
Hey Pope, you wanna come play Dungeons and Dragons with me and my bros?
It's got to be called something else that would be appropriate to the world or something. I don't know. It's,
I'm literally about to tweet at the Pope inviting him to play Dungeons and Dragons.
What the hell would the Angel Pope give you? Oh, hey, yeah.
Incense.
No. I'm
Frankincense.
unsure if any of you can use this, but it is a traditional gift that I think that is given out at more militaristic Benalia weddings, and I felt because of the combat abilities of your team that someone could perhaps use it. Here you go. It's a shield made of Benalian magical stained glass.
That's cool.
That's
I got
tight.
a whole shield?
Yeah. So it's like a shield that's like made of stained glass that has like an image of like what looks to be custom made, because it looks like it's got like a skeletal figure and this kind of like merfolk figure with hands in hand, you know, kind of like looking away to like like the world around them, and it's got like little symbolism of like what looks to be maybe like the rest of your group on it. So it's like a specifically made for you kind of shield.
If you don't know how to use shields, I will teach you how to use shields.
I don't think I do. I don't think shields was part of my fencing training. I say, this is beautiful. And I pull out I bring out my rapier to a wedding. I pull out Airgeed and I say, this will make for a lovely companion.
Because the bards don't know how to use shields, I will teach you how to use shields.
Ooh, yeah.
Shield and rapier is an actual combination that people would use in dueling.
Sweet.
So yeah, there'll be a whale on the shore.
You're shedding a Carthril King.
Does this guy talk? Is this Slip?
Yeah. The blubber is incredibly tasty. I know you might not enjoy it, but the others probably will.
Can I object to killing this thing?
It's pretty dead already. I mean, a giant kraken murdered like a whale and brought it to you as a gift.
That's tight.
I'm gonna leave this to the others. In my waking life, I consider myself a vegetarian.
Mm-hmm.
I think whales probably aren't endangered in this world.
There aren't many whalers.
So eating a whale is ethically pretty okay.
Yeah, because there's certain whales in this world that will eat you. You forget.
I still wouldn't
like,
eat them.
Leviathans and like sea monsters are real in this world. Whaling would be like Alaskan crab fishing. It would be incredibly dangerous.
Who wants blubber?
Cool as hell.
Mm-hmm. Who wants blubber? You've got like a couple tons of it.
Well, Kaz would take it.
Mhm.
Kaz would take the blubber.
Mhm.
Because blubber can be reduced to oil and a very good fuel source.
Yes.
So yeah, I think that's all the major gifts that you'll get from various people that'll come up to you.
Do the shady
married
people
more
give
often.
any gifts?
The shady people, I was going to get to them. Mr. Dalshi will actually come up to you and kind of like give out a hand. Congratulations on the wonderful wedding.
Thank you, kind sir. May I don't seem to recognize you. May I
yes,
inquire
sorry.
about your name?
Ryan Dalshi. I'm the new owner of the Ithurial, and because I was allowing my crew to come here to the wedding, I insisted on coming along with my compatriots. I hope you don't mind.
Is the party next to me?
Probably Latula's like next to you because you're getting gifts. I'm assuming everybody else is relatively nearby, but not really in the conversation.
Kaz is giving a hard side eye to this fucker.
May I talk to my compatriots before agreeing to this about tagging along?
Oh, I'm sorry. I won't. He's already here, is what he's saying. He's apologizing for being here. Yeah, you know.
Oh no, that's perfectly fine. I appreciate you venturing so far out for the wedding.
Well, I'm glad that they were able to have a good time, and this was a very good wedding. I mean, my compatriots are not much for weddings here. Forgive them. But I'm one for a great show. I could see where, you know, everything just comes about from your, a little bit of the cultures that you kind of encountered here. I'm surprised that it looked to be a lot of Merfolk-ness. You didn't want to bring in any of your way of doing things at all?
Well, see, that's what my friends are here for. Their cultures are also part of the experience, so to speak.
I see. I understand. Really interesting, though. I'm afraid I don't really have a gift for you, per se, or as a wedding gift. But, you know, perhaps this. You need something shipped sometime? First, half tons on me.
What an honor. I sincerely appreciate it.
Sure.
And no need for any gifts. Your presence is plenty.
Excellent. I'm going to go enjoy the food with my friends. Nice to meet you, Mr. Maxwell, was it?
Yes. Nice to meet you too, good sir. I offer my hand to shake it.
All right. Part ways with you. Head back to his other part of his group. He seems to be chatting up his others currently, a little bit. But other than that,
Don't trust him. I don't trust him.
anybody else want to do anything else? You can certainly get shit-faced.
Definitely
Yes.
do that.
Hey, didn't we get that wine from the house?
We got some good ass wine from the house.
Also,
Oh, I still have a pack of Dwarven Death Ale on me. Apparently that's still in my inventory.
You got Dwarven Death
Give it
Ale
to
and
me
you
now.
did
Yep, I've had that for a few episodes now.
Oh my
So,
god. I forgot
drinks
about-
on me?
No!
Yes.
The Dwarven Death Ale
Yes.
is the worst idea for you to give them.
It's like late night after party. You break out the Dwarven Death Ale, and I'm guessing we have to make con saves now.
Extreme con saves at that point in time.
I also
I'll
want to
do
try
it.
to pick someone up at the wedding.
You're gonna try to. I'm gonna make a con save to see how shit faced I get.
Okay.
Actually,
Same.
wait, hold on. There was something I wanted to do regarding the Dwarven Death Ale.
Mhm.
Can I make like a concoction with that?
Oh no. Dwarven Death Ale
do
cocktail?
you know anything about cocktails?
I probably sold them, but I don't think I actually know about it.
Then probably not. You could experiment, but you don't know how it will end up. You'd have to find something. There is
Okay, I
Maxwell the
want-
barkeep there. You could see if he could do something with a Dwarven Death Ale cocktail.
I love this.
Maxwell, good sir, may I request your assistance for a moment?
What can I do for you, man?
Can you help me mix this cocktail full of 2 specific types of wine, a potion, and a certain secret ingredient that I'd like to throw in there?
What kind of secret ingredient?
Well, this is a magical potion, and since we're basically at a event that propagates the meaning of love and everything as good as such, I figured might as well allow other people to be able to partake in the festivities as well.
It's the
I
fucking
forgot
love
you had
potion.
this.
Yeah, I forgot you had that too.
The love potion. A love potion.
I was saving it.
Oh
this is
no!
great.
But also,
No, you're
yes.
diffusing. You're like diffusing the love potion, so it's not actually like a shitty thing. You're just like giving everyone good vibes. That's tight as hell, dog. I super dig this. This is a rad fucking move.
So yeah, so you're gonna have that in there, and some dwarven death ale, and he'll make some kind of concoction that can be shared across the various
Big punch bowl.
like. punch
Also,
bowls.
I put it. I had 4 regular potions on me. I put all of them in the mix to, I guess, heal people up for whatever reason because I want to just. be
Don't
nice
have to
about
do
it.
that. We might get in some shenanigans, and I would not recommend getting rid of health potions.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, 1 health potion at least because I have
Sure.
4. Okay.
A health pot, a love pot, and death ale and wine. This is going to be the most fucked up cocktail of all time, and I'm living for it. This is beautiful.
So
Con saves?
Con saves. I'm gonna. God, con saves disadvantage. Just give me con saves if you have advantage against poisons.
So normal.
Yes. Let's start with con saves. If you have, great. Let's start with the con saves with disadvantage. Everybody that's drinking, please.
But because I'm resistant to poison, is it normal?
Oh,
It is normal
no.
First. Yes, I want a normal con from you first.
Can I bardic inspiration,
I also
everyone?
hit normal because I'm also that.
I'm going to make things a little better for me
Mhm.
and do a flash of genius so that instead of a 9,
Mhm.
it's a 13.
Okay. So for
Can I
13,
bardic
14,
inspiration,
12
everyone? 'Cause
No.
I can't. No.
No.
I was
I will
hoping
then
music
need-
could help with
I will need then wisdom saves from all of you. Not with disadvantage though. Just normal wisdom saves.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm not very wise.
Neither am I.
Hang on, my character sheet is taking a second. That's a
What?
crossbow.
Crossbow?
I didn't even click the crossbow. I
Who's gone
didn't
mad with
click
power?
the crossbow button. I legit did not click crossbow,
Okay.
but apparently it clicked itself.
Let me put it this way.
I'd like to use my second flash of genius to make it a 17 and not a 13.
Sure. Alright, then Kaz, I'm gonna say, like, you're pretty drunk. But,
Tight.
like, you at least seemingly maintain a level of mental facilities after drinking this punch. You're
Jungle
just,
juice.
Yeah, this jungle juice. You're just like, whoa, man. And there's some weird shit going on. A lot of people are getting a little bit too friendly with each other.
This is the best wedding I've ever been to.
Latula didn't drink this, did she? Can
Uh,
I warn her about it?
I was gonna roll some d20s here. God, she's hanging all over you. She's quite shit-faced and, like, all over you. And really, like, handsily over you. Her rolls
Maybe
were
you might
2
wanna
and
use
20
your
for the
drink
con
list
save,
tonight.
meaning that she's really messed up, and then 3 and 12 for the wisdom save.
Oh my god.
Mhm.
Cheers to you, Maxwell. This is some decisions that you've made that I am supporting every one of.
Glad to hear you enjoy it.
It's fun being the not affected one at a party of love potions.
Ah, so you deduced that it was a love potion in there.
I could taste it. And also
Ah.
I'm watching the chaos unfold.
What
It's
flavor
very
was it?
entertaining.
I've been wondering about that for a while.
Fruity.
It'll be fruity because it'll probably be, like, kind of... with it being a concoction of, like, probably a couple other alcohols that cut through a little bit of the acridness of the dwarven death and kind of a love potion probably has like a weird kind of aftertaste. It kind of hides both that and then like the acridness of the, like some, like you get some like sweeter alcohols in there to kind of cut through that, like, it doesn't, you've cut down on the punch of the Dwarven Death Ale, that's for sure. But it still is this like, God, alcohol-y, it's still like, that stuff is like, like, it's probably technically like tarnish or something, and it's so like, insane.
It's going to fuck you up, what you've made here, this cocktail that you and the other Maxwell have put together.
I sure am glad I don't have a liver.
Fucked me up for sure, and I will replace my liver eventually. Tonight it's still organic. But it's sure going to be an excellent show. It's a good thing that I've decided Alatar is now in charge of kicking out rowdy people. Because I can't do it anymore.
Please stop. Please do not do fornication at the wedding. Please find another room before you fornicate. There are children that do not know of fornication present.
Is that Alatar?
Yeah. Please do not fornicate.
Anyone trying to get it on with Alatar?
No. He's like breaking up, people, because everybody's.
No, man, it's funny if someone comes up behind Alatar, like, "Hi, big guy."
I do not understand this kind of presentation. I understand that you have needs, but I am non-organic and therefore cannot provide you with needs. Please seek other people and find a room.
We have many spare rooms.
Just
that
don't
have
enter the locked doors.
Don't go for the locked doors. Those are bad rooms. The unlocked rooms. We've probably put up beds and shit for people. Go nuts.
And don't go into the hedge maze.
Please don't go in the hedge.
It's dangerous there.
I'm gonna go into the hedge maze.
I have set up a turret at the front of the hedge maze to prevent people from going into the hedge.
Hi, I can fly over the hedge maze.
I'm gonna make a shot at you. From the turret, who has a standing order to shoot at people going into the hedge maze.
Even me? Even little old me?
Does a 27 hit?
Yeah! It's not gonna stop me, though.
You take 15 damage and are knocked 5 feet.
Oh.
Well, cool. I'm 5 feet closer to the hedge maze, motherfucker.
No, 5 feet away from the turret.
Okay. So I keep
Powerful.
going.
You're gonna keep being shot at.
Cool,
This
I'll
turret
make
has
it
a
there
hell of a
eventually.
range.
So wait, we're at the
I'm
mansion now?
drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm guessing this is all at the mansion, right?
Okay.
You're settling in after the party.
I'm
Is she still?
drunk.
Are you still
You
trying to
think I'm gonna
fly?
care? Yeah, I'm going to the hedge maze.
Carrie,
Okay.
stop.
How about a practical use of the spell? Hideous laughter.
Oh, God.
I'm okay with this. I'm too drunk to care.
Carrie, please. Save with disadvantage. Also, for some
What is it,
reason,
wisdom?
yeah, probably. Also, I'm gonna tell you right now. For some reason, you feel like that witch lady's kind of hot.
Right, though?
Bad.
That's why I'm
Bad.
going there.
You actually made this same first laughter. Wow, rolled a 17 and a 20. Well,
I
holy
rolled
crap!
17 and a nat 20. I'm going into this fucking hedge maze. You can't stop me.
I will not stop, but I will follow.
All right, so Kaz and Carrie are running into the hedge maze. What are you doing? There's a lot of guests that are settling down into various places. Probably some people that are looking for Carrie, or others that are not finding them, that are also getting kind of handsy, and have left like notes in their rooms for them to show up, and they're busy doing stuff otherwise. What are you doing, non-drunk person? I.e., Maxwell. Claude, you're drunk and handsy.
That's why I said orgy in Claude's room.
Oh, Lord.
Latula,
I'm
perhaps
down.
you should rest in the bedroom, given that you're
Ordning
Claude
gives you
not
great
care.
lungs. Shows you how to
Claude
blow
doesn't
things.
care about sex, so.
You know what? That's valid.
He can be both. He can be both at the same time.
Also valid.
Latula, perhaps you should rest in the bedroom given your current state. I need to go check on my friends.
Max.
I'll be there in due time. Okay. I just really need to make sure the others are okay. There's a bit of a problem going on.
Okay.
Leave the
now I gotta think of how to get past that turret.
The turret has stats, so you could charm your way past the turret, theoretically.
I can't, like, charm person that, though, because that's an
it?
inanimate object.
No, but you could persuade him.
Can I really?
I don't see why not. I'll leave that up to the DM. Can you persuade a turret?
Kaz and Carrie already ran past it, which it was sort of ordered to fight things that would try to fly. Actually, it was ordered to fight things that fly in. Or was it?
Anything that tried to enter the hedge.
You could try just climbing over a wall.
Is this a magic turret?
Yeah, it's one of my turrets.
But is it considered magical? Like an art?
It is a construct. So I guess it is magical in that sense.
Well,
I don't think you could dispel it, if that's what you're going for.
Yeah, I thought that would disable it temporarily.
Because it's not a spell effect.
Mm-hmm. I'll try to roll past it.
Okay.
I tumble.
Do you want me to shoot at Maxwell?
Yes.
That's up to you. I think it's already programmed for that, though, no?
It is indeed programmed for that, so I guess shoot at Maxwell.
Yeah, alright. What you can do, I'll let you know what you can do. You can take the dodge action, which would give me disadvantage.
Can't you do that with your tumbling fool?
I think that's just movement speed.
Dodge is an action you can take. Like an attack or a hide or a disengage roll.
I'll do that.
Well, I mean, like...
Click on your tumbling fool. What does it exactly say?
Yeah, please do that, because your character sheet doesn't load up very fast for me, because...
Yeah, I got you.
Roll 20 issues. Like...
We're doing shenanigans is what we're doing.
Okay, so it's dash or disengage. So, I mean, you could dash, which would make you do a double move, and then take the dodge action as your normal action.
Okay.
So you have disadvantage against hitting you.
Sure.
Right,
I just Dark Souls roll my way through everything.
Fuck,
this
man.
thing's gonna kill me! Fuck!
I'm so sorry that I'm so good at building things.
That was a 20 and an 18. Wow. Well, roll damage.
12. You take 12 damage. And are
Maxwell breathes really, really intensely.
Just go around back, dude.
I'm able to do that?
Like climb the wall? Probably. It's a hedge maze.
You can probably hack through it if you really wanted to.
No, he's got a rapier. He's got a rapier. There's no hacking through it with a rapier.
Drunk people from entering the maze.
It didn't do a very good job.
Can I just walk around it? I want to do that. Or do I have to climb? All right, I climb the wall.
Athletics.
Oh, man. Wait, you said with disadvantage?
No, normal. So you got the 15. You're fine.
Okay, cool.
You'll climb in.
God. Mm-hmm. Where are you guys? I've been shot.
I don't think you've ever been in the hedge maze, so now you have to wander through the hedge maze and find your way against two people that know where they're going.
Well, he can
walk around on a lot where they're going because they're there a lot.
Catherine, Carrion, where are you?
The wall is not very stable, so climbing over it was pretty easy because it's a bush. It is a bush. It's a hedge maze. You can climb a bush, but standing on it's not great because it's still a bush. It is an overgrown hedge maze, but a hedge maze nonetheless. Actually, probably slightly less overgrown, as I'm sure one of your things of cleaning up is hedging the hedge maze a little bit more.
Probably one of the turrets went in and turreted it.
Yes, I used the flamethrower turret.
Am I able to, like, parkour my way across this?
Yeah, you can cheat.
It's a bush.
Acrobatics with disadvantage if you want to do that, because I'm sorry that the bush is not very stable thing to do, but if you want to try it, you could.
All right. Well, I don't get hurt as much for falling.
You don't.
Damn, that was pretty solid.
Yeah, 14.
Yeah, 14 is not bad.
Yeah, alright, actually, so you'll be able to kind of, like, you know, make quick jumps, and, like, what you're gonna do is you're gonna try to aim for places where, like, the main branches of the bush are kind of sticking up, and you'll try to, like, kind of, like, adapt to it. So you kind of got, like, thwunking through and jumping across the bushes, like, the tops of these bushes, and it's not really that stable. But the fact that you are just bones and not very heavy also helps, too. You don't have a lot of that, like, you know, flesh and muscle that would weigh everybody else
Now we
down.
just need to hollow you out.
Bird bone.
Kazrin, Carrion, where are you?
All right.
I'm going further in to stop Carrion from making a bad decision with the witch. You hear Kazrin shout that very loudly.
Okay.
How close
Fuck
are
you!
Carrie will make it to the witch's place first, of course, because she's flying.
I'm flying.
The other two are not far behind. Kaz knows his way through the maze. And, well, Maxwell's on top of the bushes.
Can I jump down to them?
Sure, when you get there.
Right.
Well, Carrie, what are you doing once you arrive at the house?
Hey, witch, I don't remember if I ever learned your name. Hey, I have a bottle of wine. We're celebrating. You want a bottle of wine?
Oh, dearie. My, you sound inebriated. Please come in. Please
Oh,
come
I'm
in.
very drunk.
That's a bad idea. You shouldn't be doing this.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
She's my friend.
She's a witch.
And I'm a demon. You're a fucking whatever small being
I'm a
with.
genius is what I am.
Thought you were gonna say genie. It's a little bit different.
I'm not a genie,
in a
but I am
bottle.
smart.
Anyway, yes, I'm gonna come inside. Do you want wine? I brought wine.
Okay.
It's wine. It's
Well,
grape
we've
flavored.
been using it a lot, and I haven't even thought to check it in a while. Okay. Oh, dearie, it's nice of you to ask my name, though. Yes. Let me try to say this.
I don't know why I never asked before.
Yeah.
You know, it really should have occurred to me earlier.
Ovrano.
You'll forgive me if I don't try and say that while I'm drunk. I'm pretty sure I'll stumble over the pronunciation.
No, it's fine.
Anyway, do you want wine? I brought wine.
Sure.
Grape flavored.
Did you bring wine or did you bring punch?
I brought wine.
Mhm.
I stole an entire bottle of wine.
Mhm.
And probably 2 glasses, honestly. I'm classy.
Yep.
I just want to share wine with my new witch friend.
So the other two will show up as wine is beginning to be poured by Carrie for the witch. Oh,
Hi,
more guests.
I didn't bring enough wine bottles for everyone, I'm sorry.
I'll say Kaz and Maxwell can show up like the same time.
Damn, Maxwell, you navigated the fuck out of this maze.
He cheated.
I did.
He technically cheated.
You did
You
cheat.
did technically cheat. There is that.
Kaz doesn't know that. Kaz is drunk.
Yes.
Not incredibly drunk, but drunk enough.
Yes.
Kaz, can you make like wine glasses? I only brought 2 because I was just planning on sharing with the witch, but there's wine.
You know what? I can absolutely try to do something. And Catherine will like tap Carrie on the arm and do a lesser restoration to try to remove some of these disastrous effects.
Okay.
Well, that's
Carrie,
Yeah.
you are technically, well, I guess, technically a lot less drunk, but still kind of horny.
Eh.
I don't think that gets rid of the love potion's horniness.
Worth a shot. I don't have greater restoration yet.
But I'll give you that
But
you
maybe
can, like...
still think through it more.
You can, like... Probably... you can definitely lessen the effects of drunkenness with that. Certainly, because that's,
Good.
like...
I've now given you better decision making, which is a low bar for Carrion.
It's a very low bar.
Like, your mind will definitely, like, clear up a little bit of, like, oh, wow, whoa.
Oh, Kaz, you took away a lot of the fun. What the fuck?
You're making bad decisions.
That's like my motto in life is bad decision making.
See, normally I'm fine with you making bad decisions because I also make bad decisions, but it's better to make bad decisions when you're sober, because then you know the consequences of the bad decision. And you can learn.
Bold of you to assume I know consequences.
That's why I'm here, to
Anyway.
help you learn
Wine.
whatever
Hey,
consequences.
Maxwell,
there are.
there's this weird kind of, like, shady, like, witch lady that seems to be living here. This is the first time you met her.
Haven't I heard rumor of this woman being dangerous, friends?
Oh, fuck you.
dearie.
She's not dangerous.
I'm
She's
not
my friend.
dangerous. Exactly. My wonderful, wonderful
She's-
friend here has seen that I am not dangerous.
What did Catherine say there?
Carrion, have you been visiting the witch in secret?
Well, of course I have. She's taught me a lot of cool things.
Detect thoughts on the witch.
Oh, that's a
God.
bad idea. That's a horrible idea.
I'm so glad you have the ring of mind shielding so you can't be, like, super fucked over by this.
Thank God I have that.
You're welcome.
What is your DC?
If you piss off my witch best friend, I'll kill you.
My DC? How do I find that out?
It's just on your spellcasting thing at the very top of the bar.
Let's see. Spell save DC 16.
16. Okay.
Is that good or bad?
That's good.
That's
16's pretty good.
I'm just trying to think of
Cool.
what you would get from her. The first thing that you get by, like, diving into her mind is just pain. Utter and, like, crippling pain. The next thing you get is, like, it's strange because, like, you kind of, like, dive into her mind, and of course the ring of the mind shielding, it protects you in a way, but there's something in it that's not perfect because of what you're doing. You're reaching out into someone else's mind to read it, and you like see almost the thoughts of this lady. That's the first thing that you read. Some of the general thoughts. And, like, the thoughts that she seems to have, like, warm thoughts towards Carrie, but you feel an incredible amount of hostility boiling deep within the surface. A lot of anger and hatred that are just boiling in her. Can you click on Detect Thoughts? Because I want to see how much I want to express this for you.
Sure. Hold on, let me just pull this up. I don't remember what level this was on.
First level.
Hey, Mom. First level. Hold on. God, I have so many spells. It's disgusting.
You're a bard. That happens.
Yeah.
Let's see,
More
Thunderwave
level-
Charm.
Yeah.
I'll click on it.
I'm genuinely struggling to find this. I think it's because it wasn't on my spell list, and it was more on my...
It might have been related to your other stuff. Let me check.
Ability.
Your abilities and stuff. I got it here. I found it.
Okay, yeah, sorry about that.
Like, the surface thoughts are definitely like, oh, she's so nice to me. When will she free me from this torment and allow me to go out into the world? Let's see here. when you probe deeper, let's see here. So yeah, emotional state you definitely get into. You definitely get the qualms just by reading her general mind at first. She doesn't consider any of you anything important. The only one that she actually considers to be important right now is Carrie. The rest of you are like insects to her. So...
Vaguely racist.
More like... She just... It's not because of your race, it's just because... Just general. Like, you are beneath her, kind of thing. You are insects that she would treat however she needs to for whatever she needs to get done. So just she has this like kind of like, you generally can tell she has a hatred or loathing for all of you but Carrie, though she definitely keeps it very deep.
And I was able to deduce all that?
That's the basics you could deduce when you first kind of read into her. Then you hit something with reading into her. And something odd happens. You find yourself floating on an ocean. Like a black ocean with a starry sky above. There are no clouds. You're not sure how deep the water is, but you're perfectly floating there. It's an inky blackness. It's a thick water. And you can feel it just kind of lapping against you as there are just like gentle waves emerging through it. There are thousands of these stars. Each of them a different color. You feel like you could reach out to one of them. Give me a color. Or a version of a color.
Pink.
Pink. Okay. You reach out towards pink. And you see flashes. You see a, first off, like, you see the flash of this small woman in a red cloak, carrying a bow and arrow and a sword, stalking through the woods, hunting something. You see a large giant stomping across the land. You see a small cookie man running around. That's really weird. You see knights defending a princess from some kind of strange monster. After all these flashes for just a second, you're drawn back to you, and you just like, you feel like there was something that backlashed at you that the ring protected you from. You can feel like something protected you.
You're welcome.
I hold my hand to look at the ring. I put my hand on my heart, and I walk up to Carrion.
The old
look at
woman
her-
will just turn towards you and be like, "It's not nice to peer, dearie."
Maxwell, did you do the mind thing again? Why'd you do that? That's so rude.
I
Actually,
ignore
it's my
both.
friend.
I ignore both the witches and Carrion's comment, and I look at Carrion dead in the eye. I say, "We're leaving now."
No, I'm
And
not.
my hand starts to glow with the same color as the polymorph spell.
You have cheated now. You did not give me a gift for the insight, and I do not like cheaters.
Now
Wait,
you
you're not
pissed
going-
off my friend.
Wait. You're not going to, like, attack us, are you? Because that wouldn't be very friendly.
She'll kind of have raised up, and then she'll kind of sit back down, and she'll be like, you could just feel like there's this kind of like squint towards you. No, why would I do that? I'm sure that your little friend doesn't mean bad.
Also, it's his wedding. Are you going to be mean at his wedding?
Well, he was mean at his own wedding.
My hand's still glowing with the polymorph spell on Carrion. I'm going to give
Yeah,
you one
fuck
chance.
you.
Are we leaving or not?
No, fuck you.
I polymorph her into a dog,
Make
and
a
I take
save.
her away.
Make a save. You get a save
What's
against
the save?
Fortitude or Constitution, I think, right?
I think it
Let
might
me
be
check. Might be wisdom.
charisma.
Let me check.
Oh, really?
Polymorph.
Nobody knows what the fuck the save is.
Polymorph. Oh, there
A
it is.
long spell description.
Wisdom.
Jesus.
Yes.
Okay,
I think
I'm
you
a dog.
lose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's not how I would have done this.
Now I'm dumb as fuck. I'm a dog.
Catherine, we're leaving now.
Okay.
I
I'm-
want you to seal this door permanently.
I can't do that. Like ethically, there's a person in here. And also, I'm too drunk and not strong enough to pick up this dog.
I'll carry her.
Okay, good luck. She's gonna be so mad at you, man.
I'm willing to accept that.
Okay, there were like 1,000 different ways to handle this, but you did the whole dog thing, so now pick up the dog.
Alright, you wander out of the area. I guess you're gonna take Carrie dog to Carrie's room.
Yeah, I do that.
Okay. Carrie
I put her in
dog
the room.
is probably not as drunk as Carrie dog was, but still inebriated and therefore probably still like lazy. Also,
I've never met a drunk dog, but it's gonna be funny.
also it's like a drunk, horny dog. It's just weird. I mean, an hour later she'll be back to normal, and she might either fall asleep or notice the note that's for her to go to someone's room. That I don't know if she will.
Wait, what? Hold on! Mads does not know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I remember you mentioning that there
Yeah.
was probably going to be a note for Carrie and inviting some sex.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I remember everything about the witch thing, so I'm probably just gonna go back to the witch and apologize.
Mm.
So why couldn't we steal the door there?
It's a
Because ethically,
cottage.
yes.
It's also
cottage?
like a wooden cottage. Yeah. I mean,
Okay. Did I drop her off in the room? Or
Sure.
can I like
in her room. You can
can I
drop her off
can I stay in the room for a second before I leave?
if you want to. Kaz, you heading into your room? What are you doing?
Oh, it's a good question. I'm still drunk.
Can I have Kaz stay with me?
Sure.
Thank God. Okay.
Just so that when Carrion kills you, I can bring you back to life.
I cast Dispel Magic on Carrion.
You can just end
You
it by
can
not
just-
concentrating.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you
okay.
don't have to do Dispel
I stopped
Magic
the
on
spell.
Mm-hmm. Carrie,
I'm
you're
not gonna say anything to
you're in
him.
a completely another room. Okay, you're just not saying anything? Okay.
No, I'm not gonna say anything to him. I remember my time as a dog.
Does she?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna say anything to you. I'm just gonna stare at you.
Oh, that's fine. I can detect your thoughts.
Don't.
You
okay.
get a lot of... Carrie, you're not allowed to kill him. You're not allowed to murder him. Even if he deserves it a
That's-
lot.
That's
I have
Especially
another
from
spell I would
messing
like
with
to
your
use.
fucking mind.
I
You
have
know
another
that's
spell I
the
would like to
thing.
Hey,
use.
hey, I'm gonna do a request here. No magic, and we talk this out like fucking adults.
Or
Okay.
you can get the fuck out of my room right now. Both of you.
Okay.
Out. Get out now.
That's fair.
I don't want to see either of you for the next 2 days. Understand?
I'd like to make a request to use Modify Memory.
No,
You are just...
I slap him across the face.
I can still use the spell. What do you mean?
I mean,
Don't.
you can choose to try to use it. I don't know if Kaz will be very happy with you. He said no magic and let it go.
I did. And
I
I'm
do it anyway.
so very good at killing.
I do it anyway. Do I have to? Are there any saving?
Oh, she
rolls I
has
have
to make a save. Is the thing.
All right,
is
let's
it?
see.
It would be it would be a wisdom save.
And do I still have disadvantage or with
In
the
this
drunk?
case, I think you would. Let me just check how this would work here for a second.
I did fix the drunk.
Mm-hmm. So you're not drunk.
You fixed some of the drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Please. I want this to end on a better note.
This is
So
a
you
worse
modify
note.
her
I was trying to do
memory?
the right thing.
So you
Yeah, but there are
modify her
consequences
memories?
for actions.
You can modify 10 minutes of memory over the last 24 hours.
Okay, I want to modify. Did I win the save or no?
Well,
I
I'm
haven't
saying
saved yet.
she hasn't
It's not
saved
permanent.
yet.
Yes.
Oh.
All right,
You-
what are
I
you
have no
modifying
wisdom.
then? 10 minutes of.
Okay, hold on. I have a question. Is this a permanent modification?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's deeply unethical.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm trying to think of a way to like make everything better. Okay, Carrie Ann
Don't do magic against someone you've already fucked over.
Yeah, you're
Okay,
about to piss off Kaz at you.
That's fine. I basically remove all of what happened in the cottage, and I make it so that she remembered a very pleasant experience at the after party for the wedding.
That you only get 10
I'm gonna lose a
minutes.
lot of karma for this, and I'm
You-
okay with that.
You only get 10 minutes, and it was technically longer than 10 minutes. like,
what
What's the
part
whole
was she?
dog thing?
Yeah.
Okay,
the entire-
I removed the whole she was transformed bit.
Okay.
And make it so she was instead persuaded to leave.
What? I don't. What is a good outcome for this?
Actually, that
for,
would probably
like, what I did?
Don't do magic.
I gotta say that would probably be the only good outcome is to convince her
Okay.
that you somehow persuaded her to leave, and then she came back here of her own accord.
Okay, I do that.
Then, I guess the only thing that you think, like, you gotta think Carrie. I will give you make a. Oh God. Make
Can I
an
make her
insight
think she
check.
had sex with
Make-
a witch?
No,
That would
that's
probably-
worse.
no.
That's probably
That's worse.
Make an insight check. Make an insight check. I just want you to make an insight check here because you could royally make this like seem unusual.
Damn.
All right,
Okay, let's see.
I'm gonna say all you convinced Carrie of is why in Carrie's memories. This is probably what you'd want to do. Convince her that like you convinced her by saying like, which probably might have convinced her anyway. Hey, why don't we come back on a day when we're not all drunk and stuff and worry about like what's going on with this nice lady later on.
Okay, I do that.
And Carrie, as far as you know, that's what convinced you to come back. Kaz, you don't know what happened. Maxwell cast the spell on Carrie. You don't know what he did.
But this was after I yelled at them to leave, so now I just remember being angry for some reason, but not why.
Probably that you were still angry about being, like, you were convinced to leave, but you're still upset about it, you know?
I was cock blocked.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
You
probably
cock
what...
that wasn't the
blocked me. I was
first time
gonna
that
fuck the
happened.
witch.
But there does seem to be a note that was under your door. Anyway, Kaz, it's going to be up to you how you respond to this, because, make an Arcana check.
Yeah.
You're drunk, but not inebriated enough that you have disadvantage. Yeah, you know he just modified her memory. You're not sure what he did.
Kaz, can I talk to you?
Concord fucking station.
Can I please talk to you, Kaz?
You better.
I promise I will. I promise.
Uh-huh.
Carrie,
Take care,
it's
Carrie
up
Ann.
to you how this works now. It's like the worst part of this entire thing has been erased, but it's still awful. I don't know.
I mean, you only modified the memory of transforming her into a dog and coming back, right? So I still remember the whole, you pissed off the witch.
Yes, he pissed off the witch, and kind of cock-blocked you, but as far as you know, he said some things that were at least convincing to, like, maybe, like, we're all at high tensions because of a lot of drinking and there's not a great time to go over all this thing and, like, you know, wait about to another day.
I brought it down from, like, a 10 to, like, maybe, 5,
Yes.
More like a 7.
Yeah, I'd say a 7.
Yeah, 7, which was enough for Carrie to be like, fine, I'll go rest in my room and come back tomorrow. Rah, 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 rah. So you're still pissed off, Carrie, and that's why you're still angry at them. But it's sort of like, you might still be saying, like, I don't want to see either for 2 days. Rah, 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 rah.
The only problem is the next time she talks to the witch, and the witch goes,
the witch
"Your
still
friend turned
fully on
into a
remembers
dog."
this shit.
Oh yeah, the witch is gonna fucking tell me. I guess then I'm just gonna go take my aggression and channel it into sex with an elf.
Yeah. That is something you will probably do. Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing.
All right. Kaz, you and Maxwell are taken to the side.
Okay.
Well, I go.
First,
Sleep without-
Kazrin, I want you to express your anger because I feel like everything you just witnessed is completely justified, and I apologize for everything on my side.
How fucking dare you? I'm not gonna get too mad because it's still your wedding, and I'm still a little drunk. But you can't just modify people's memories and get problems gone away like that. You're a fucking adult, and there are consequences for action.
I agree.
Look.
I recognize what I did was wrong. I
Look.
also recognize that that witch that I read the mind of had the most malice out of any human being I've ever met in the 100-something years I've been roaming this earth, and that she's extremely dangerous.
Yeah,
Over
she
300.
sucks.
And I'm
I'm
willing
aware.
to take a little bit of hate from my friends if it means saving your lives.
Here's the thing. We don't get to control Carrion. All I was trying to do was help Carrion make a more clear and conscious decision. If she decided she was still going to do whatever with the witch, fine. That's her choice. I wasn't going to stop her. I was at least going to let her be aware that she was making the decision, rather than just throwing it out there because she was, like, very drunk. But turning her into a dog and dragging her away and, like, changing her whole memory, which, by the way, isn't a good fix, because the witch still knows what happened.
All the more reason why I want that place gone, or at least.
And I'm
some
not going
parts
to
sealed.
lock up the witch. Because that's irresponsible too. That's a temporary fix to a very big problem that we need to, like, talk through when we're not drunk. I know you're not drunk because you can't get drunk, and I'm very sorry about that.
I was scared because she was incredibly drunk, and I'm not aware of, like, what sort of action she was going to take.
Incredibly drunk.
What do you mean? She was
I
drunk
fixed
earlier. Did you do
She
something?
was drunk early. Yes, I did. She wasn't that drunk at the witch's place.
I don't understand. What did you do?
I did the spell that fixed drunk. So she was no longer as drunk at the witch's. She was still under the effect of whatever was in the drink that wasn't alcohol. But she wasn't drunk. She is sober now.
I don't think there can be any good that can come of talking to that person.
Maybe.
I can prove that given that I read their mind as well, and surely that counts for something.
It counts for whatever decision you make.
But if Carrion
you-
decides to free this person, then that's a repercussion that everyone has to deal with. And I'm not aware of the extent of the magic that this person has.
I'm not either. But Carrion wouldn't just do that without talking to us. Carrion would probably at least, like, have the converse. Honestly, I think she was just going to go have sex with the witch and not, like, release her or anything. It's just
I've
like-
seen her lack of impulse control, and I feel otherwise. Granted, I am also to blame for that as well, but...
Yeah, look. You need to like have a conversation with Carrie and like be honest and open about what happened, and not just like do a memory modify. Otherwise, I don't know what the fuck's going to happen. But it won't be good. Carrie has low impulse control. And honestly, she's also kind of petty sometimes. And I don't think that this was a good way to resolve the pettiness.
I was scared.
I get that. But man, Carrie's an adult. She has bad impulse control, sure, but so do I. But you gotta let her like make the decision and learn from the consequences. Cause she's smart. Carrie's fucking smart. She's really goddamn smart. And she'll figure shit out. But you gotta let her learn to like figure shit out. You can't like make the decision for her, because then she won't learn from the mistake and she'll just be mad.
Maxwell sits silent for a moment. He starts to slowly exit the room, tip his hat, and he quietly says, I just don't want the same thing that happened to me to happen to her.
Both of you make me perception checks.
Yeah, I know that asshole's probably fucking watching. Dick. I crit.
Okay.
Damn. I fucking crit.
There's a crashing noise from upstairs. I'm assuming you guys are like down the first floor, maybe like in the main hall or something, having exited the room where Carrie was, you know, kind of wandering towards maybe heading back up. Both of you got rooms on the third floor, you know, so it's a walk to get there. But there's a crashing noise from the second floor.
All right, I'm going to go investigate this.
Okay.
I'm not drunk enough. Alatar, I might need help. You're sober.
Alatar's not... Are you good calling out to him?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you want to wait for him, sure.
Well, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna shout like, Alatar, come to the second floor. I might need your help.
Okay.
And then I'll go investigate.
Okay. I'm gonna send you guys all to the second floor. And I'm gonna ping... these doors are open. Because you kind of walk up like either this staircase or this staircase. And this set of doors are open.
That's a bad set of doors to be open.
Mm-hmm.
What was that noise?
Some doors are open.
That's god, the hallway.
Doors opening in here?
Room, the empty cell.
Yeah.
The dressing room.
That's a problem.
Fuck.
We need to do something about that. How did these open?
The Avery.
I don't know.
We need to leave.
Leave? No, we need to fix shit.
Do we have magic powerful enough to see all of them?
Not all of them, but we need to figure out what was broken into first.
Starting to wonder if it was the witch that did this.
No, it wasn't. The witch literally can't leave the maze. She can't.
She can't even leave her cabin.
She's stuck
Max
in
folds his
there.
arms.
There's more dangerous shit in this house than a witch in the fucking maze.
We should probably get the others.
Anyway, there's a crashing noise behind you coming from the balcony. Shows up.
The fuck is that? What the fuck is
a
that?
massive robotic creature that seems like a giant, like, battle golem of some kind, with like kind of spikes and spines all over it. It'll just kind of crash in through your wall up here.
I think it's the Terminator. The Terminator just broke in.
You just had to alienate part of our group before this, didn't you? You just had to fucking, like, piss off our strongest hitter right before some bullshit happened.
Oh, shame on me for not having the foresight to see this. How about we save the arguing for another time and deal with the threat at hand?
I don't know if I can be loud enough to get everyone's attention.
Who's that?
Alatar.
Oh, I
Alatar.
certainly
That's
can.
Alatar. Okay.
That's my son.
If getting attention is what you need, I use my mimicry voice and I replicate the dragon. I need you.
Well, you'll have to do that after you roll initiative, because this thing is obviously hostile.
Yeah,
boy.
who's ready for some fucking combat that we're very ill prepared for?
You are very ill prepared for it.
This might be a problem.
This
Are we
is
fighting
a
this
problem.
episode or next one?
We were talking about going a little later, just because we started a little later. We're going to be, but
We're gonna
technically
kill the
speaking,
generals?
we could end a little early today, like around now, and save the combat for next time.
I would be down to kill this personally, or at least fight it. What do you guys think?
I'm going to do very loud noises and hopefully get the attention of the other party members that aren't here.
I don't have work tomorrow.
Remind me how to roll initiative.
Click on your
Click
token,
on your...
and then click on the initiative on your character sheet, which should be in the middle around HP and AC.
Gotta wait for it to load. What I got?
You got
Maybe
25.
crit.
5.
What?
Fucking crit.
I'll take it.
Okay. Well, Alatar is technically downstairs, and so I just have him down there, and I will go and roll a d4 to figure out how many turns it's going to take for him to get here. Because you guys just kind of called for him. 1. So he has to take at least a turn to get here. Then he will be in this position in a turn. Down the stairs. Max, what do you want to do? There's a
I have a
large
question.
mechanical monstrosity. Sure.
How many feet is this away from us?
Each of these squares is 5 feet, so you can easily measure it. So
It's 35 feet away.
and it is
Uh,
huge.
So 30
So
feet
30.
away.
So this is like a boss, essentially. Does
It would take-
screaming count as an action?
Depending on what you do to scream, you could just make a large scream. Sure, people
Well,
might hear you, but also.
Well, I was thinking using the silver tongue to mimic the dragon voice. Would that count as a whole action or a bonus one?
Or a free action.
Or free, yeah.
That would be. You could make. The thing is, you can't. You can make the sound of it. You might not be able to make the volume of it. Is the thing.
Do you have, like, shatter?
I do have shatter, yeah. Should I use that?
Just do fucking shatter.
Okay, I really hope
Very
that
loud
works.
noise. That's like a
Yeah.
really loud noise, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shatter? Yeah, that's stronger than Thunderwave. Okay, I'll cast Shatter on this freaky thing.
So if you did Thunderwave, you'd hurt me.
Right, oh, yeah, because I forgot that erupts where I'm at. I'm gonna do this at level... I'll do it at level 3.
Okay, give me a second.
I have to do a couple things.
It's a Constitution save. Let me check what its Constitution save is. Let me check what it's got here. Okay. All right. Let me just roll the die here and add some things to it. All right. Hey, that was not a great check for it. Good for you. So I will mark off some numbers. Okay.
Can I use a bonus action to try and, like, bang on the door that we just left with Carrie and try to open it, or no?
You
That
are
was downstairs.
That was downstairs.
That was
downstairs.
downstairs.
Yes.
I'm debating whether to tumble back toward the hallway. What?
That was downstairs. Okay.
I'm gonna stand next
I'm
to
gonna
Gaz.
everybody. Join no cameras for a second because I want to upload something for everyone to see here because I got a picture of what this thing looks like.
Uh-oh.
Is this like a Phyrexian thing?
You'll enjoy seeing it. You have no idea.
You wanted plot shit.
Oh God! You have no idea how happy I am for there to be combat.
Oh,
Like high key.
Mhm.
That thing's fucking scary.
Yeah.
yeah.
I thought we were gonna have wedding shenanigans, so I made the whole thing about the turret,
Uh-huh.
and I did some spells.
Uh-huh. But as soon as I had this planned the entire goddamn time. Not
I
my
was
fault you
afraid
got
of
everybody
something like
extra
this.
drunk.
I was afraid of something like this when he said, the people who joined, who kind of invited themselves to the wedding.
Anyway, all right. Maxwell took his turn, blew up the thing a little bit. Let's see. What is your speed, and what can you do?
Aren't they prone because of shatter?
Does it knock him prone? Let me see what shatter. Let me look up.
No,
Shatter.
that's Thunderwave.
Yeah.
Mm.
Shatter just does damage. It's not crystalline.
Oh, it says made of metal has disadvantage on the saving throw.
It would have
Oh,
had disadvantage,
Hey.
but it still rolled a 3, so it doesn't
Yeah, I
matter.
Yeah.
failed anyway.
Yes.
still pretty bad.
I still rolled a 3, so yeah, it doesn't matter on that one then. Okay. So yeah, just did some damage to it. Anyway, select. It's your speed. Your speed is 40. That's a good speed.
Did the damage go up by 1d8 because I cast it at level 3?
Yeah, that was the 6 up there above the 17.
Okay, cool.
Actually, I'll have it move this.
Just want to double check because I'm bad at the housekeeping stuff.
Isn't he? Oh, he's walking downstairs.
Is this guy like
That's
robot
up.
nemesis?
That's
That's
up.
upstairs.
Oh, that's not a great check there.
No, that's a critical failure of a
Thing's
check.
kind of chunky.
So it's gonna go like right down to there. Could try to jump down. I mean, it'll make a successful jump because the jump is just how far you can go.
Does it take falling damage?
It didn't fall that far, to be honest.
Worth a shot.
Yeah. And I'm there. And it's gonna let's see here. It's gonna sweep its blade into both of you. Please, both of you, give me a dexterity save.
Oy.
I'm stressed.
Right.
Oh no!
You will both
You
take.
had to get me drunk.
You will both take 19 damage.
Ooh. What's 60 minus 19? Is that 41?
Yes.
Yep.
I'm kind of dying.
Mm-hmm.
What's 73 minus 19? That's gonna be...
Question.
Well, I'm lower
54.
because the turret fucked me up.
Yeah. What?
It is.
After the loud, shatter sound,
Yeah.
would any of us roll perception?
You can give me a
Or give us
perception
a-
with disadvantage. So could Carrie. Both of you disadvantage because you're both doing very loud things. There's probably other loud things going on in the household. All right, Carrie, you don't know what's going on. You're having angry sex.
Nice.
Claude, somewhere in the middle of a strange orgy involving a lot of interesting folks, you will like pop your head out and be like, what was that noise? That was like a loud banging noise. Huh. Maybe something's going on.
Claude's finally having a good time
Uh-huh.
that he didn't have to pay for.
Uh-huh. In the next round, you can give me an initiative, and I'll say you're a couple of turns away. Okay, Alatar will arrive on the scene. So now he's down here. Kaz, what do you want to do? There's this big old mean monster. This metal thing with this massive sword that just kind of sweeped it into both of you, kind of cutting into you.
Well, I can't do any third level spells so that I can still have Revivify in case this dumbass dies.
Hey, you know what? You can give me an Arcana check, because you might actually know what this is.
I am smart.
Yes.
Both Kaz and Fish are a little tipsy, so we'll see how this goes.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
I don't know fucking shit.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
I have a terrible idea. It's
Okay.
made of metal.
It is indeed made of metal.
I like where this is going.
That's heat metal right there.
Okay.
So it needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Wow.
Congrats on your
This
9
thing
damage.
is so clumsy.
I'm rolling really badly on its saves. I rolled great on its initiative and bad on everything else.
Let me double check something. Yeah. You take 9 damage, and I'm now concentrating on that.
Okay.
I'm going to use what's it called? This is what it's called. No, actually this is a terrible idea, so I'm not going to do that. I am instead just going to try to move away.
Okay.
You're going down the hallway?
No, I'm going over into this corner.
Okay. It will make an attack of opportunity against you.
Ah, now I can actually use my thing.
Okay.
I use Nimble Escape.
It would have missed you anyway. I rolled a 2.
I disengage as a bonus action.
Well, then, it doesn't matter. Yeah, you got away. Congrats.
And I'm going to shout, Carrie, please fucking help me. I'm so goddamn hurt.
Carrie, disadvantage perception again, please.
Nope.
Stop having sex.
Ridiculous.
Maxwell, we're the top of the initiative. It's your choice of what to do now.
Okay, I got a couple ideas. I cast haste on myself.
Okay.
Do I get my other action this turn or no?
No, because you're setting it up.
Fuck. Does Tumbling Fool allow disengage or no?
It does.
Perfect. I'm gonna do that so I don't get whacked by the attack of opportunity.
Okay.
And I'm going to move a little bit closer to my friend.
That you're on.
Do I get
top
more
of it.
movement speed with that disengage or no?
Normal movement speed.
No, that's just your
that's
normal
1,
movement.
2,
You're
3,
also
4,
standing
5,
on
6.
top of cats.
Yes, which you cannot physically do.
Oh.
No, I'm not a half.
Do I get to go one further? Because I was like right here.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, you had a speed of 30. That was 6 squares you moved. So that is the maximum. You could be like there or right here on the stairs, I could say, or something.
Also, do you want to keep moving towards your friend when the guy can hit both of you?
Well, I don't want to run into the hallway because that's a dead end. Right?
You could run around the
You
other
don't
side
know.
of the stairs.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Where did you say the door was for Carrie? Right, relative to me? What room is that?
You have no idea where Carrie
She's on the
is.
first floor.
No, she's not on the
But
first
you
floor
don't know.
anywhere.
Well,
Like,
you don't
Carrie
know what
went
room the
somewhere
elf
to have
It's
sex.
probably on this floor with one of the many guest rooms, or there is.
There's the guest wing too.
There are the guest wing.
But all the doors open and there's probably more things there.
I'm going to remind you that in this room right here is a very bad thing.
Okay. Do I know where Claude is?
Upstairs, which this is the staircase up. These are the 2 staircases coming from the first floor. So basically, there was 2 staircases that go in the first floor. They looped around to this one, which leads up to the 3rd floor. So it's like a one big open giant hall, you know.
You can also try to like run around this corner over here.
I don't want to get closer to it.
You were right here though. To start out with, you can move 6 squares.
Okay. And you said Claude's down here, like
Claude's upstairs.
I'm
What's
on the
up?
3rd floor.
Alistar's right here. He just showed up.
Okay. I want to run toward Claude. Can I do that? Am I allowed to?
And you could start moving.
That would be going all the way over to here though, which you think
You
you're
can
running.
get up to here.
Oh,
Am I able to do that?
you cast haste. You got more speed. Click on
Yeah!
haste.
I get double, don't I?
You do, meaning you can move 12 squares.
Baby. Yeah, I get the fuck out of here and I want to get closer to Claude. So
There you
You
go.
can get to there.
Yeah.
I do that.
Okay.
Put him here. Oh, I love this spell already. How many turns does that last?
A lot.
Really?
Clunk,
Like 10.
I'll cast it on you next turn when I
clunk, clunk,
can.
clunk.
You can't. It's a concentration
Clunk.
spell.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
All right. What's your AC?
Mine?
Yeah.
19.
Oh, I first have to roll something. Boop. Nope.
These
Warmth.
rolls.
Warmth.
Uh-oh.
Let's see what it gets plus. It's gonna hit you twice then.
Damn.
Okay.
I'm the only one who can resurrect people.
Okay.
Yeah. But I can,
I can
spare
healing
the
word you
dying.
if you're in crit.
Okay. So it'll kind of like bring up its sword and slash into you twice. Each one will do 19, and you will be knocked
Oh.
prone.
So it's 38
What does that
damage
mean?
total.
Yeah.
Are you down?
No, but I'm not happy.
Okay.
What does prone
I'm-
mean?
16.
that
I've
means
used
you
half
wanted
my
to-
You're
movement.
lying on the ground, and it takes half your movement to stand up.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Claude, roll me a d4, would you?
Sure. 2. 1.
Wow. So you will be at the top of the stairs next turn.
Well, remember, I don't have to get dressed technically. The clothes are part of me.
Yeah. Alistair is going to come for an assistance. He's going to move up. He's going to try to blade arm this guy twice. Boop and boop. Let me check his AC. One of them will hit. So he'll come in, and one of the blades will kind of like stab into the back of this thing, dealing some damage to it. Kaz, what do you want to do?
What do I want to do? This thing looks really strong, so that'd be a bad idea, so I'm probably not going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have blink prepped, so I can't do that. Fuck.
Turret.
No, I used my goddamn turret.
Don't you have 2 turrets? Or can you only use 1?
I have to, like, it's a full action to do a turret.
I can heal you next turn if you're like fatal.
I'm at 16 health.
I have mass restoration. Or mass cure wounds rather.
Well, mass just means you can do it to multiple people.
Yeah.
If
I'm
if
going
you're just for one
to-
person, you just do regular cure wounds.
Once again, bonus action disengage. And then I'm going to run into this room and well, he's big, so I don't think he can fit through the door, luckily. Then I'm gonna...
And Alistair kind of is attacking him, so he might actually turn around and fight him instead.
It's true. I just wanted to get a good angle. I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray.
Okay.
Ooh.
Hang on, that's actually 3 rays, so...
Mhm.
I'm guessing all of those hit.
No, the first one misses. Bounces off
I'm
his armor.
Terrified. Okay. So then that is going to be... This is going to be a lot of damage, so hold your horses there for a second.
Mhm.
Okay, so that's 10... 25
25?
fire damage.
Okay.
And I'm in a room. I'm in the painting room.
You are in the painting room. Okay. Maxwell.
Is this thing close enough to whack me?
No, you're a
Um,
distance.
You are at a distance from it, so theoretically, no.
Okay.
Unless it
I'm
has
gonna-
throw weapons.
I'm gonna shatter this guy.
Okay.
I'm just gonna do level 2 shatter.
Won't that hit Alistair as well, or no?
Alatar can do whatever the fuck he wants.
You could probably target not to hit him.
Yeah, I'll do that. Oh, baby.
Okay. He will make his save.
Fuck. So he takes half damage, I think.
Yep.
So 10.
Okay.
I'll take it. Does this thing have guns on it, or is it just like blades?
Just a massive blade arm. Let me roll for this here. Boop. Okay.
I have.
Okay. So he's gonna kind of tear his blade into Alatar twice, doing some pretty good damage to him.
Wait. Oh, I was gonna ask because I had bonus actions to do.
Oh, what do
Can
you
I
want
run
bonus
away from it more?
Run away more?
You
Sure.
still use your movement.
Man.
So I get 10 squares.
12 squares if you want to.
Does this area over here overlook him?
Yes, you'd be on a staircase that'd be looking down towards him.
But he can jump. Can I be here?
Yes, over near the destroyed wall. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. One of his special abilities was double the damage against objects. He can destroy the shit out of things.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, Claude, you're at the top of the stairs now. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Alatar's gonna try to attack it twice. If you want to take a bonus action, sure. I'm gonna assume that you're you had to get up.
Move down the stairs.
Yeah. So you're gonna do your bonus action to get another dash to get down the stairs, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go there.
But I assumed your movement before was getting to that point in time, of rushing.
I could do a bonus action dash.
Okay. So I'm gonna do boop. It shouldn't be boring. Whatever, it's the first number. Boop. Oh, Alatar will hit twice. Dang, another 25.
This guy's getting fucked up.
Alatar took some good hits too, though. The thing.
Yeah.
Alatar has 100 hit points and took 38. Alatar is just a tanky boy. He doesn't have any other really big special. He has some other special abilities, but he doesn't know all of them. Kaz, what are you doing?
What am I doing? That's
Also
a good
consider
question.
Kaz is murdered. You're partially murdered. I mean, this thing is kicking your asses pretty heavily, but you're also doing some good damage to it.
Yeah. Huh. I have a greater healing potion. I'm gonna take it.
Okay.
I don't remember what a greater healing potion is. Is that the 40 plus?
Let me see. Healing potion. Let's charge. That's just the normal one. Damn it. Search. Potion of healing magic items. Greater. 44 plus 4. Yeah, sorry. Took me a minute to...
Okay.
Okay,
16.
You will 16.
16!
Doing anything else?
Normally I'd use it.
You're far.
What'd you say?
I can't heal you if you're too far.
I'm hiding in a room.
Okay. I'm just saying,
None
in
of my
case he goes in
spells.
there.
He's too big to fit in the door.
That didn't stop him from getting through the other one.
Well, I'm drunk. I'm not making good decisions.
Fair.
Like, none of the spells I have are bonus actions. And I don't think any of my things will go... Oh, this is a terrible idea. Bonus action hide with nimble escape.
Well, roll your stealth check.
I have disadvantage because I'm wearing a chain shirt.
Oh, great.
7.
All right.
I'm rolling good, damage and dice rolls, but, meaningful things, bad.
Okay. Maybe it knows you're there, and maybe it doesn't. You don't know. Maxwell.
I shatter it.
Okay.
Plain simple. Let me roll for that.
How many
Oh,
more
wait,
dashes
fuck.
can you do?
What?
I keep forgetting to goddamn do damage to it because of my heat metal.
You do.
Yeah. Fuck.
But you're also drunk,
Shit.
so you might have forgotten.
And I forgot to do my
that's
goddamn
rude.
arcane firearm damage with the first metal.
It takes 4.
All right. Can I bardic inspiration Alatar?
Sure.
Sweet, I do that.
All right.
I think I still have like 2 more left of those.
Murder,
do, yeah.
Murder. Oh. Only 1 murder this time. That's not too bad. Alatar will definitely be still standing then. Claude, what do you want to do? There's a horrible giant mechanical monstrosity that seems to be, like, beating up the place. Maxwell's a little beat up. You saw Claude briefly before he ran into a room with, like, horrible, like, wounds on him. And yeah, Kaz. And then Alatar is just getting the shit beat out of him. But this thing is also getting, like, torn apart, and it just seems to keep fighting.
Well, I will do what I do best.
Mm-hmm.
Eldritch Blast followed by a Bolts from the Grave.
Okay. Not gonna hit the Eldritch Blast?
Yeah, that is definitely not going to hit.
Nope.
Bolts from the Grave.
That'll hit, though.
And that is my nice damage. 23.
Okay.
Wow. Deus Ex Machina over here.
Yeah. I'm gonna get some Alatar attacks here and see what we get. 10 and a 20. Okay. Kaz.
Was that with the D10 bonus? Or?
Oh, he can.
I didn't need it. Oh, well.
He'll roll a D10 on the first one just in case, because the first one missed. No, it missed anyway, but he tried it.
No, that's okay.
Mm-hmm. So we got 1 hit in.
I'm going to firebolt.
Okay.
Where's that spell? Where's that spell? Here's that spell. That misses, don't it?
It misses.
Alright, well, you're still going to be taking 17 damage from the heat metal.
Okay. Maxwell.
A shatter again.
All right.
Very exciting.
I know.
It's a good spell.
Yeah, it's pretty rocking. That's my last use of that though, because I'm all out of spell slots for it.
Okay. It'll take 6.
Can I still have 2 more uses of Bardic Inspiration. That counts as a bonus action, right?
Sure. You can give another one to Alatar if you want.
I'll do that, yeah.
Alatar will take another hit. He's not looking good. So he'll take another 19, putting him down to 24 hit points. Claude.
Shower runs repeat.
Okay.
Let's see. Eldritch
I have a
Blast.
question regarding Alatar. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
Yeah.
Does he still adhere to the same rules as us? Like, if he gets downed, like, can I healing word him or no?
I haven't
I
Because I
determined.
know he's a
repair him.
machine.
I
Yeah.
can just repair him later.
You hit with the Eldritch Blast.
Okay. So he'll take.
8. Okay.
Right? No, that did not roll the damage roll. Oh, yeah, it did. Yeah. Yeah, it did.
Don't you
Yeah.
get 2 Eldritch Blasts at this level, though?
Oh, you're right. I get a
No,
second.
that's level of Warlock.
Is it specifically Warlock
Yeah.
for that one?
Yeah, it's Warlock, yeah.
Okay, because I know many cantrips will not mention, like, the specific class level.
I think I'd have to look, but
Because they will, like, cantrip will technically leveled with you, kind of thing.
oh yeah, let me look real quick. Eldritch.
Because I know, like, you can get a cantrip from being an elf, and it doesn't say anything about anything special or different. It's just a cantrip you have. So it's assumed that cantrips are based on your character level. Because that makes
Yeah.
them...
It says at 5th level.
Yeah,
and 3
so, yeah, you get a second one. It's just that they continue to be
That's
reasonable
what it is.
attacks, yeah.
Okay, so let me
Mhm.
second Eldritch Blast.
I just remember that. That one won't hit.
Yeah, and then Bolts from the Grave. This is the one I really want to hit.
Nope.
Damn it! That's my good deal.
Alright, Alatar, let's see how you do. Oh,
Baby!
alright. So that's actually enough. Because he probably... I was thinking he needed to hit twice, or hopefully Kaz and Maxwell can finish it off. But he'll get a critical hit as, like, your Eldritch Blast will knock it back a little bit. Alatar will take his blade and kind of just shove it right into the thing's neck and just, like, tear off its head at a last blast. As he'll kind of, like... As he'll kind of like actually slink back because he is beat up from this thing. It is dead.
What is that?
Great, congrats, we did the thing. We're not done yet. Kazrin's running down this hall.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
I have no idea what this is. It just broke through the wall and tried to maim us.
Which of these doors are open?
None of those doors. I will tell you. Give me a second here to figure out. I know which exact room it is in.
Claude, do you know where Carrie is? We kind of need her.
I have no idea. I was in the middle of orgy.
Come again?
Exactly.
Fuck you! That was such a shitty joke.
Max tipped his hat in shame.
That was perfect. Come on.
Claude, you're better than this.
Okay.
would
There is
also
a
like
room open along this hallway.
Better than an orgy? What
actually,
the
let me
fuck
see
does
it.
that mean?
That's floor 1. Let me just check which is in each of those rooms to see which ones are open up. That is not opened. That is not opened. That is not open. Okay. Okay, so, when you get down to the end of the hall, you'll see both of these doors are open. This door is open, and this door is open.
L and P.
L
So
is fine. That just
room,
had a weird bore.
An exploded door.
No,
Fuck.
L and R. R is
Yeah,
Artifact
R is bad.
room.
R is very bad.
yeah, it's the Phyrexian artifact room.
Okay, is anyone in there?
You will. Let's see here. I'm gonna roll something here and find out if you will still see something or not.
Didn't you also magically seal that door?
No, that's the one I didn't because I was going to look into it. Fuck.
Okay. So you'll arrive, and you'll see 3 figures there. You will see a familiar-looking man reaped in shadows. You will see a desert warrior with what looks to be hawk wings on his back. And you will see what looks to be a strange, like, pseudo-mechanical man whose body looks a little similar to the way that the man in the basement is built, who seems to be putting one last item in this strange bag that they're holding. As the shadowy figure will be like, "You're just in time. Thank you for finding stuff for us.
I would like to close the door.
Till the next time."
Do they disappear?
They disappear in like a puff of shadow. Yeah, one of them is a familiar-looking bandit-y dude with hawk wings who looks like maybe he joined up with your enemies after he trapped you a lot.
Told you we should.
You mean the guy we let go?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one I kept saying we should kill.
Uh-huh. And Rayton was there, and a friend of his who looked very Phyrexian.
That's
Trying to be nice to the guy.
And it
He
also
wants
looked
to
like
kill
they
you.
had basically recreated your bag of holding technology.
Fucking copycats stealing my copyright. I'm gonna sue them.
Is that your doppelganger?
Patent infringement. Apparently, someone took my whole transhumanist approach and cranked it up to 11
Mm-hmm.
and tore off the knob. You gotta be careful with that shit. You can't just go all out. And they stole my bag of holding patent. I will sue.
Well, it looks like they stole a bunch of stuff and left.
And you didn't even get a chance to categorize it.
Also, if you want to look into it, it looks like they stole samples from the boar.
Samples from what?
The boar.
The boar.
Or that had also been slightly modified, huh?
A thing that
Yeah.
was both organic and machine. They didn't go for the oil, but then again, you already learned that oil is in places if you still want to look for it. They didn't need that. They needed the hardware. And you managed to find. You managed to basically take off arcane, like specialized arcane locks off of a whole bunch of doors that may have been hiding these things from people looking for them. Anyway, why don't we end it there? You did kill their Phyrexian Titan that was there to distract you. That's what you gotta check to identify. It's a Phyrexian Titan.
I'm gonna study the shit out of it. I'm
Yeah,
gonna rebuild it better and stronger.
That thing was only a CR8.
Oh yeah, that was like nothing for us.
Yeah.
Well, how tall is that? Like,
It was 15 feet tall. It was just the fact that it was a very few of you, and we got a kind of good surprise attack on you because you weren't ready for it.
And we didn't have the heavy hitters, and
Yeah. You didn't have.
yeah, we were down 2 party
our
members for that,
heaviest
huh?
hitter.
You didn't have melee people for it. That's what the problem was.
You
had
didn't have the
spellcasters.
bullet sponge.
Yeah.
I could have survived so many fucking hits.
Yeah, you're off like friggin' having a good time somewhere else.
You didn't.
Yeah, because somebody modified my memory.
It didn't recharge its blade sweep, which it could have used again to slaughter more than one people. That each creature within 10 feet of it takes damage.
Dude, I'm so glad that me and Kaz just dipped the fuck out of there and ran away. That was a very good call on our
that's
part.
why I'm like, don't keep running next to each other.
I was 1 hit from going down.
Yeah, that thing did a lot of
Don't
damage.
remember.
I was ready to like healing word you.
I'm a ranged fighter.
I just love my bolts from the grave.
I have
We two
1
ranged
melee
fighters,
weapon.
The 2 melees are out
My
of the
melee
fight.
is trash.
I gotta say, Alatar was lucky because he was down to like 2 hits, and he would have just been down, and he got missed a few times.
Oh, sorry, I have 2 melee weapons: a sickle and a spear. Neither of those are good.
Ugh.
So, turns out you had wedding crashers at very least.
Yeah. Well, the thing was,
Yeah, the one
I
that's
was
from
never
Block.
made. No one ever made me aware of them. So that's why I'm like, okay, drunken orgy, sure.
I was going to tell everyone if Carrie and didn't fly off to fuck a witch.
You didn't have to follow me.
Yes,
I
I
can make
did.
my own bad decisions.
Look, Kaz is fine with you making bad decisions. He just wanted you to be sober to make them.
I mean, like, out of game, some people should know where the witch came from now. I gave some hints.
Is it Innistrad?
No, Lorwyn.
Yes.
Lorwyn.
She was a high fae of Ona's court.
Yeah, I knew she was a fae.
Yeah, she's a fae.
I don't know anything about Magic the Gathering. I was just like, oh, she's a fae. Okay.
Mm-hmm. But she's now technically like a corrupted fae to a degree because, you know, well, they already the fae of Lorwyn / Shadowmere are use black and blue mana, so I mean they already are kind of like jerks and horrible tricksters. But yeah, she's a fae. So it's a thing. But yeah, that's something that she hinted at that your characters wouldn't know. But out of game, people might be interested to know that's what I said. Mm-hmm. I named where Ona's court was. That's what she was talking about. Anyway, let's go for now. I was gonna have the Weatherlight show up and all because it's what's going to be showing up, but the wedding and the wedding crashers took place, and it took a little longer than I wanted. But it was fine. It was fun. And it's more plot stuff because your enemies are still doing shit around you because they're like, hey, these guys that we hate totally did something for us. They're
I
having
told
a
you we should have
wedding.
just kept those fucking rooms locked.
I mean, when they heard about the wedding, they definitely were just gonna crash toward that. I mean, technically.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think I did suggest locking that room again.
But you wanted to stay.
I should have never been unlocked.
Mm-hmm. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Because even if we had locked it again, at least one of them would know Dispel Magic to get rid of that arcane lock. Another could have thrown the door off the hinges.
You've now met 6 people that are probably related to this enemy group. One of which seems to be, in quotation, a mercenary party. Who was speaking in Maxwell's mind for a while, but still.
I fixed that.
Yeah.
Thank you again for that. I hated that whole debacle.
Yeah. Let's have people give shout-outs, etc. You know, we definitely went over our time there, but that was very good little bit there that was really fun. Nice combat too. Let's start with Carrie with Mats.
Hi, I'm here, even though I was not in the battle at all.
Roll for sexy time.
What is that? Performance?
Constitution.
Your choice. You can have athletics, acrobatics, performance, whatever, however you wait.
I think religion's pretty good.
I'm gonna go with athletics because I have a +9 to that.
Nature.
I
Wow,
fucking
you're
nat
so
one.
bad. You are so bad at sex.
You're very angry about it, so you come in there trying to dominate, and it turns out you're the one that needs to be dominated today.
I mean, I usually am. Gonna be honest here.
Uh-huh.
You break in like, I want snoo.
Yes.
Mhm.
But also, Tantus, Joe, and I are all on a Star Trek Adventures game on the unfunny, or no, it's just unfunny one. On Tuesdays, sometime. I don't know. Time is fucking myth. So
Time is relative and non-existent.
Tuesdays at 8:15.
sure, I'll take it.
That sounds probably correct or something.
It is.
We're all dumbasses, and I love it. Well,
Yes.
we're all dumbasses except for the doctor, who's dumbass relative.
I did save, 24
By the
out of...
way, I
Hey,
quitted
I
that orgy.
You did help.
Yeah,
You
you
helped
did
me save...
Nice.
You sort of helped me occasionally to save 24 out of 25 people.
We saved so many people. I helped so well.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
the amount of horribly injured people that I saved that day, I'm very proud of that. You can't win them all, and I lost 1 out of 25, and that's not too bad.
I helped let a
A massive antimatter mine go off.
antimatter explosion. 2 antimatter mines.
Yeah.
I managed to use shields to contain.
So what I'm hearing is only a couple of you will make safe decisions.
The
Oh
doctor.
no!
Oh,
someone tried-
absolutely.
No, an NPC tried to beam out the 2 antimatter mines without disabling them first, which made them activate.
You could have said something about it.
Yeah, I didn't. None of us thought about it.
None of us thought about it. That's fair.
I
until
was
they
over.
started
Look, I was
activating
over
their-
with Matt's character doing medical stuff. We couldn't have him.
We were saving lives while you fucks were trying to destroy the ship, and probably 2 ships actually.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, Fish.
Hi, everybody. I'm Fish Harlan. You can find me, doing whatever. Specifically this week, you can find me buying more watches to wear to make a full sleeve. Functionality is optional. Only one of these watches actually works.
Are they all put to 5 o'clock? Because it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
This one doesn't work at all. This one is just so off and just turns off whenever it fucking wants. This one is just set to being correct.
Well, the one that doesn't work at all, you can set at 5 o'clock.
No, it's a digital one, so it's just off.
Oh, well, that's fucking lame.
Just write 5 o'clock on it.
Yeah, just right 5 o'clock.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
I thought you were gonna go into it's been 1 week.
No, I'm doing Jimmy Buffett.
And then we'll have Lee.
Hey guys, I'm Jesse Lee Belmont, your noble vampire hunter. I'm primarily a variety streamer / speedrunner. Currently, I'm trying to get very good at Paper Mario. We'll see how that goes. You can find me streaming usually at 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard, usually till like 6 or 7 p.m. So yeah, Fridays and Saturdays.
Honestly, I don't remember the command I put in for a lot of stuff here. I'll look into it. Anyway, and Joe.
Hey, I'm Joe. By the way, I totally critted an acrobatics roll for my orgy time.
I mean, it's a lot less important than the orgy, but it was that you were there. You were basically the top of the orgy. Congratulations.
And I am here, and also Tuesdays, as we said, for Star Trek on Funny Ones channel.
Yep.
At 8:15. So see everyone there.
Excuse me, it's Star Wars.
Only if it's unfunny and he's not thinking.
Isn't it 8:30 that we technically start now, or is it 8:15? Somewhere in between there.
Technically, it's 8:15. I think it's supposed to be.
Hi, man.
The starting time.
It's 12:15 Greenwich Mean Time.
Myself, Tansnar Dracovin. I'm here most days. If you're looking for RPG-related stuff, there's Discussing Tabletop on Saturdays. I've been getting some guest hosts on right now, which we've been having a good time on that. That's at 2 p.m. EST. Mondays at approximately 2 p.m. EST is Records of Evil. That's a little up in the air just because we've been having some problems with a couple of the players, that their schedule's been very bad and up in the air, just so that we kind of adapt to it. But that's the time that we aim to start. It's towards the end of that game if you want to come to check out the finale. That's coming up in the next couple of weeks probably, as long as we can play it. Legacies of Kain at 2 p.m. on Tuesdays, which is a Vampire the Masquerade game, which is pretty fun. That's also towards its back end. There's the Star Wars game that mentioned this game, which is about at 8:30. Star Trek game. Did I say Star Wars?
Yes.
It's all the same.
I
Did
pulled
you?
a funny one.
I wasn't paying attention at that point.
I was just mumbling it, so. And you
It's
guys
a
were
space opera.
you guys were talking a lot about Star Wars, so that might be got me thinking on it. But then this game at 8:30s, yes, that's 8:30s. We're starting half an hour later, just for everybody to note. On Thursdays for Children of Rath, where next week the fallout of the end of the wedding, and actually getting into that Weatherlight story. So I might change the title of this episode to The Wedding. Actually, I think I'll probably do that as soon as we're done. Because it's much more wedding related.
Yes.
Anyway, until next week, or until you join me for other... Oh, and yeah, gaming streams throughout the week. Just check my Discord, Twitter when I'm doing those. But for now, bye, farewell, everybody. Farewell, farewell, farewell.